Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today. Hey everybody, we're going to cut the intro short. The anthems are coming up. We're going to jump right into it. Here we go.
Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hit that
As we honor
button.
America, please welcome tonight's CHS Guardian of the Game, Sergeant James Malone. Sergeant Malone enlisted in 2001 into the United States Marine Corps and served as an amphibious assault crew chief, retiring in 2005. During his service, he was deployed with the Marine Expeditionary Unit to Fallujah, Iraq, and was awarded the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Expeditionary Medal, and the Navy Unit Commendation Medal. Sergeant James Malone, thank you for all you do for our country. Please remain standing and join John the Cosmaker as he leads us in the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
From St. Louis to St. Paul, the Leafs go back-to-back.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Leafs. It's the Minnesota Wild. It's time to get going. Welcome in. Endgame, good to see you. Floyd, hello there. Marshall, what's up? Ben, hello there. Lala's Place, feeling froggy. AAU Triton, Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in. Scott, good to see you. Oh, wow, I've been running around. It's been nuts. Voldemort in the house. What's going on, Rich? Jesse, good to see you. Ricky, what's shaking? Jonathan, hello there. I can prep, good to see you. Your fly is down. Uh-oh, can't let that happen. Thank you, Prep, for the $2 super chat. And welcome in Simon. Welcome in Duke. Good to see you. Welcome in everybody. And again, Prep, thank you so very, very much. Let's go, Minnesota Wild, Toronto Maple Leafs. This is going to be a tough one. The Wild are 7-1-2. They are a tough team. Shane, how's it going? Good to see you, Prep. You make me laugh. And here we go, game on, just like that. Leafs right off the draw. Bust into the Minnesota Wild, and they're going to flip this one out and turn it around. Wow, this game, it's an early start, and this one is busting out real quick. Sending this around, Pacioretty up, going to hold this one in. Pacioretty, Tavares, Nylander back together again here. McCabe pinching up, he's going to try and keep this one in. Tavares over to Tanev, passes it, here's a shot. Hits a leg and goes to the side. Trying to pick this one back up. We're going to go down all the stories as we get in here. We didn't get our full pregame show like we normally do. Lots going on here today. Just coming back through Toronto, sending it down the ice. Minnesota back in their own zone. Middleton, he's going to play this one ahead. Now he gets it back. Going to bank it off the boards. Johansson working up. He's now going to get it. Toronto up on him real quick, trying to steal it away. Reverses it, and the Wild's going to dump this one into the Leaf zone. Stolar is your goaltender here tonight for the Maple Leafs. We knew in a back-to-back situation, Wald went last night. Stolar is tonight. He's going against Gustafsson, the goaltender for the Wild. Matthew Nyes cutting in, going to bring this one in, taking Middleton into the boards hard. The Wild wearing their Minnesota North Star green and yellow uniforms tonight. I got to tell you, I love these unis. Thomas, how's it going? Welcome in. In the corner, trying to dig this one, comes to the line. Here's a big blast, and that's going to be held on to by Stolarz. So a quick shot and a quick stop. Again, welcoming everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Game 2 of our back-to-back, and we got a whole lot more hockey. We're coming 4 straight days. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. 4 straight games in a row. Going to be a lot of fun. Theo, what's going on? Antonio, welcome in. Steven, hello there. Primus, welcome in one and all. Off the draw, Wild playing this back to the point. Chisholm's going to play this aside, and it's taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence going to play this one up. Ryan Reeves digging in the corner. He's trying to get in here. Lawrence digging at it. Kemp, Lawrence, and Reeves, the 4th line together yet again. This one flipped back in. Glove down by Gustafsson, but David Kemp right on here. Kemp and Reeves working it behind the net. This coming around to the side. Jeff bringing Donald S. Cherry to the screen. Gotta love Donald S. Minnesota going to flip this one down into the Leaf zone. Feeling froggy, what's going on? Welcome in. Timmins, look out. Timmins tipped it, but it was in no man's land. Toronto's going to pick it up. They're going to flip this one in. So we got Max Domi, the 3rd line, coming on. Domi putting this along. He's with Nick Robertson and Bobby McMahon. So Robertson draws back in. Holmberg, the odd man out tonight. He did not look pretty good last night. He did drop the gloves, though. Give him props for that. Brian, how's it going? Welcome in. Minnesota holding this one in. A little drop pass there by Treenan. Taken away by Robertson to the line. Big shot. Oh, the goaltender Stolarz down and made a nice save off Broden right in front. Minnesota coming close. Stolarz had to shut that door. Hey, Mike. Bradley, welcome in. Kathleen, I saw you earlier. Welcome in as well. Toronto sending this to Bobby McMahon. He couldn't get it. It's taken away from him. Broden played it back. Minnesota regrouping and send it into the Toronto zone. 3 minutes gone. Riley with it. Going to play this one up. Tipped in, and Gustafsson coming out to stop it. Going to play it over to Middleton, who quickly sends it around to Faber, and a long pass comes up. Here comes Kaprizov, and a great defensive play there by Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson down on his belly using the stick to break up that play as Kaprizov was coming in. Here comes Toronto. Robertson over the line. He's going to pass this one across. Intended for Timmins, but Timmins kind of took a wrong angle to it, and it comes out over the line. Not a good pass there. This setting it up. Here comes Timmins. Timmins going to carry this one ahead. Over, and here comes Toronto. Long pass, tipped right on. Rebound side. Shoveled in for Timmins. And here's Marner with a shot. Now he stumbles, but he gets the shot off, and it is knocked down. In the corner. Matthews up on it. Matthews going to get pushed into the boards. Trying to play it through. Nyes up there as well. Comes to Kaprizov, and this is played across. Here comes Minnie. They're going to flip this one down in the corner, around behind the net. Tanev, he has it taken away. It's played back. Minnesota with a blast right on and a nice save by the goaltender. Bradley, what's going on? Welcome in. And another Bradley, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. It's an early start here tonight. 6 o'clock. Almost a little too early, right? The day is still going on. Go Leafs, go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And right back at you. George, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you, George. Leo, what's up? You have a picture on the Wilds throwback. I can grab a picture. We can bring it up at the intermission, but I love it. The Minnesota colors, it's beautiful. Toronto off the draw. They're going to flip this one up. Trying to bring this across. Horror Talk, what's up? Welcome in. This down in the corner. Toronto trying to pick it up and move it. Marner to Matthews. He throws it around behind the net. Nyes can't get there first. Boldy was up on there. Nyes gets knocked down, and here come the Wild again. Eriksson Ek going to bring this one up. Quick shot on. That's easily steered to the corner. Tanev throwing the body. Puck can't get to Matthews. Boldy with a shot. It's knocked down in front. From the other side, a shot right on. Stolarz makes one save, two saves, and Matthews going to throw this up the middle, and it's going to roll all the way down the ice. It doesn't have enough oomph for icing. Boldy's going to come back and touch it up. Krista, how's it going? Welcome in. This one going to be knocked down by Kemp, setting it up for Reeves. Reeves behind the net. Reeves trying to move it in front. He can't do it. Minnesota takes the puck away. They don't get it out. From the point, shot right on. This going in the corner. Kemp, he tries to work through it. He cannot get it. Chisholm now playing it around the boards. Minnesota looking to set it up, and it's going to be Gaudreau playing it ahead. But David Kemp is there, and he's going to move this one back. Thank you very much, Bradley. I appreciate that. Victoria, how's it going? Minnesota working this one through. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that button, but make sure you're hitting those thumbs up for us. We need to hit those likes. Yo, Sam went there. I thought I was going to get a golden when you going up. Jesse, we'll go on a commercial break as soon as they go on a commercial break. This being wrapped around. Middleton sending it across. Minnesota up the middle. We're about 6 minutes in right now, and it's been back and forth. Excellent pace to this hockey game. Lauko bringing it in, dances around Benoit. Behind the net is Timmins, going to take a hit. Got up to Benoit, now over to Tavares. Tavares almost has it taken away. Nick Robertson picking it up from his knees. He's going to play this one out. Bobby McMahon trying to take it away. Can't cross ice. Here comes, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Shot is going to go just wide. Kushdanov. We're just going to call him Kush for short. This coming around. Minnesota bringing it in, trying to play it up to Lauko. Can't get it. This taken away. Nylander going to roll it up the boards. Here's a long shot from the point. And Stolarz is going to hang on to that one. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. All right, they're going to go to a commercial break. So welcome in, everybody. How many more subscribers until the 800 mark? Kathleen, we are 4 subs away. 4 subs away. So if you're not already subbed up, make sure to smash the subscribe. We're on the way to 25,000 subscribers, and we are 4 subs away from 24,780. But we need your help. We need your help to attract the audience, engage the algorithm. So hit those subscribes and come in the chat and say hello. Also, to let you know, being in the chat, you're earning points. And just as Floyd has done, you can check your points by typing !points so you can climb that leaderboard. And yes, daylight savings. I hope those that have daylight savings, which I think is most of us, make sure to change your clocks. It's so weird because we have some clocks in the house that are digital and they update automatically. And then we have those other ones you got to do on their own. Elsie coming in with that subscribe. Elsie, thank you so much for hitting it. Welcome to the community. 2-Bit, what's going on? Welcome in. So we've changed our clocks here. We've been at the rink all morning. We had one boy had hockey. The other one is at hockey now. But I do want to give a huge shout out to Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Noah's Ark. Hope you had a great day. We've had a lot of birthdays in the chat recently. So happy birthday to everybody. And especially today, Noah's Ark. Happy birthday. If your birthday has passed or is coming up, happy birthday to you. All right, 24,799. Who's going to put us over the 800 mark? I had to change with you guys because you are now 18 hours behind. Oh, that's crazy. It's wild, Kathleen. Arnold, how's it going? Marshall coming in with the happy birthday. And there it is, 24,800. Look at that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's see what we can get up to today. Let's see how high we can make it happen. Here comes the Maple Leafs. Back in action off the draw. Matthews playing with it. Leaves it there for Marner. Back to Matthews. Here's the shot. And that's going to be deflected up and out of play. So one of the things that, you know, the problem with what's going on right now with this Leaf squad, and I dropped our next episode of the podcast, Beyond the Blue Line dropped today. So if you're following us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or even YouTube podcasts, you'll listen to it. I don't want to give any spoilers. Obi Goat, how's it going? Tank, good to see you, buddy. Jason, what's going on? But the big problem right now is the power play. Here comes Minnesota off the draw. Going to bring this down in to stopping. Going to send it down low in the corner. Johansson trying to pick it up, cannot control it. Is McCabe there to take it? McCabe going to move this one around. Long pass. That's going to hit. Coming up, Matthews tries to make a move around Middleton, couldn't, and has it taken away. Here comes the Wild, back the other way, Johansson. Pass across. They try to feed it. They're going to knock it out of the air. Stellars is there. Boldy right in Stellars' face, and they're exchanging some comments. What a bizarre play. Very, very bizarre play. All right, I'm gonna grab a little photo here. Let me bring this up on the screen. Boldy almost runs into Stellars. That would have been ugly. Holy computer slowness, Batman. All right, we're gonna bring this in at the next commercial break. Off the draw, playing it to the line. Wild gonna control. They're gonna set this one up, taken away by the Leafs. They're gonna flip this one out. Wild gonna try it again, sending it in. Kaprizov. He's getting held up there. Wanted a penalty. Didn't come. Stellar's going to play this one around. I'm excited to be in touch with you about some cool stuff we recently found. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Obi, I'm super excited. That's cool. Kaprizov playing this around. Toronto up on the line. Pacioretty going to hold it in to Nylander. Nylander going to shove it in the corner for Tavares. Tavares going in here. Trying to play it around. This coming all the way back and out. Here, we're going to pull it up on the screen right now. These are the jerseys Minnesota is wearing tonight. The Wild wearing the throwback colors, and it is an absolute beauty. And this is going to be an offside call. So these are the colors. They're like the old Minnesota North Star colors in the Wild uniform. So a real sweet, sweet jersey that they're wearing. CeeLo, what's going on? Welcome in. Ulysses coming in with the gifted membership. Ulysses, thank you so much. CeeLo, thank you as well. And congratulations, Feeling Froggy. There you go. Feeling Froggy picking it up. Richard, how's it going? Saw a match. Ejection in Detroit Green Bay game. Oh, really? Delivered helmet to helmet. That's just a dangerous play. Wow. This coming around through. If you were watching On the Go with CeeLo, if you're coming in from On the Go with CeeLo, welcome to the show. Welcome to the best hockey broadcast on YouTube. Here comes Minnesota. Long shot right on, and Stellars gonna make that save. Thank you, CeeLo, and welcome into the On the Go with CeeLo crew. Welcome to the stream. As you're coming in, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. And if you are a hockey fan, I know a lot of you are racing fans, but if you are a hockey fan, come on in and hit that subscribe. We got you covered all season. We got a busy week here on the channel. We'll talk about it a little bit at the next commercial break. Stefan, welcome in. Good to see you. So the Wild off to a hot start. They are a real fast-paced skating team. Toronto's got to find some way of dealing with it. Simon, we're going to have the Oilers tomorrow night. Oilers and Devils tomorrow night. This coming around. Wild still with possession. Ekman-Larsson going to throw a hit there behind the net. Toronto going to work it up on the far side. Going to play it into the middle. Here they come. David Kemp bringing it in. He's going to shovel it towards the goal. And Gustafson is going to hang on to that. Excuse me, it was Riley putting that one through. And that's going to be held on to. Daryl, how's it going? Welcome in, Daryl. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you from Australia. We got a lot of folks from Australia, New Zealand, an area here, Daryl. So welcome in. Welcome in to On the Go with CeeLo's racing crew. Hope you guys had a good race. Now join us for a little bit of hockey and hope you enjoy. We got a face-off in the Minnesota Wild end. Max Domi going to take the draw for the Leafs. To Robertson, back to Tanev at the point. Tanev, here's a long shot, gets blocked in front. Domi with the rebound. Tanev again, another shot. Rebound in front. Toronto trying to jump on it. They can't. And it's going to be picked up by Matt Boldy from the Wild. He's going to play this through the middle. Here it comes. Over to Lauko. Lauko trying to feed it through the middle. For Kush, couldn't do it. Toronto going to work it. Far side, passing it through the middle. A little too far. That's picked up. This through the middle. Bobby McMahon can't get there. And Turinen going to send this one in. It goes up and over the glass. And this is going to come all the way back. 7 shots already for Minnesota. Only 3 for the Maple Leafs. Minnesota bringing it to them. Toronto is on their second night of back-to-back hockey. They lost last night to the St. Louis Blues. They're looking to redeem themselves here against Minnesota, but a little bit of a very, very slow start. Kevin, how's it going? Welcome in. Cole Trickle, how's it going? The Leafs are going to get raked and blown into the Great Lakes. I like that, Cole. I like the creativity there. This being played around. Timmins back to get it behind the net. Here comes the Wild trying to pinch on him. Nylander going to throw it around. Benoit took it off his skate too far ahead. Minnesota back the other way, dropping a one-time shot. Stolarz there making a nice save. Extending this back around to the point. Wild setting it up. Cross ice, nice pass by Broden. Shot in front, goes around behind the net. Foligno with it. He's looking to send it down. Here's a shot from the point. Stolarz got a save. He's looking around. Turn around, Stolarz. Another shot in Minnesota. Couldn't take advantage of a confused goaltender. Another shot sails high and over the net. Stolarz doesn't have a goal stick. It's a shooting range right now. Another shot. Stolarz is down. Another shot. No, the referee's saying it's not in. Now it's in and they score. Oh my gosh, chaos ensues in the Maple Leafs end of the ice. And they find a way to put it in. The Minnesota Wild, Ryan Hartman is going to get the goal. Holy moly, Stolarz, a one-man show, can only hold it out for so long. Wow. Stolarz with no stick, a save with his right, a save with his left. It goes off the post and the other side, and then it's in the crease being dragged in. Now, Ryan Hartman skate kind of collided with the Toronto goaltender. Did this go off his hand? Hang on a second. Are they going to challenge? They're on the radio on the bench. Are we going to get a challenge? Again, welcome in race fans from On the Go with CeeLo. Thanks for tuning in. As you're coming in, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. But if you're a hockey fan, hit that subscribe as well. We'll be here all season long. So they're on the headsets. They're on the headsets. They're going upstairs. Let's see what this call is going to be. There's definitely a kicking motion. Did it go? I believe he kicked this off the toe. I can't even lift my foot up to show you because I can't lift my foot that high anymore. He definitely made a kicking motion and it went off the toe of his skate. So I think this is coming back. Okay, let's see another replay. Get a little closer. Off the body. Oh yeah, this is coming back. He goes down with his left leg in a kicking motion. Rick, what's going on? I agree. This is going to come back. This should not be a good goal. The goal by Tim Hortons. Gotta love our Tim Hortons, Cole. Gotta love our Timmies. But this should be coming back. Now, the only argument I can see is if they're thinking it went off of Tavares' stick instead of the skate. But I don't think so. RK, what's going on? Toe Blake.
Didn't hit the toe of his skate. I think it hit the stick of Tavares.
So you can hear the announcers are already saying, oh my gosh, you know what? The zoomed in replay, he kicked the stick of Tavares and it went off of Tavares' stick. So from this angle, It did go off Tavares' stick. Tavares' stick was here. The guy kicks the stick. The stick goes up and knocks the puck out of the air and in. Lewis, how's it going? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see ya. Oh, this is going to stand. I mean, there's 100% a kicking motion here. 100%. But it's not the toe that we first saw in the one angle. The other angle they just showed, and I think they're looking at it on the Leaf bench now on the iPad. He kicked Tavares' stick. Here's the call.
After video review, it was determined that the puck was not kicked into the net. It's a good goal.
It's a good goal. It's the right call. Unfortunately, Leaf fans, it is the right call. That angle clearly shows the kick goes to the stick and in it goes. Unbelievable. So a very unlucky break there. That one is going to go in. Unbelievable. Wow. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here again. CeeLo, thank you very much for that. As you're coming in, smash that thumbs up. Here we go. Face off at center ice. Ryan Hartman gets the goal from Goudreau and Jared Spurgeon. That's Hartman's third of the year. Just like that, the Leafs are behind. Greatest Leaf fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's Matthews with this. Matthews going to flip this up into the corner. Going to chase this one in. Trying to get in there, presses on. Matthews with it, spinning around. Matthews cutting the other way, giving it to Marner. Marner taking a look. He's going to carry this all the way back, sending it through. It's there in front. Matthew Knies with a nice little backhanded flick, but he didn't see the rebound, and it was sitting right there. Minnesota going to flip this one up all the way down the ice. It's a race for Riley trying to get back. He does. He's going to send this around the boards. Here comes Toronto. Nye's going to head off. This is going to be flipped in. Mitch Marner coming in on the forecheck. Marner trying to get up on Minnesota's Broden. And the Wild just reverse it all the way down the ice. Jake McCabe is going to slow this one down. League of their own paraphrase. There's no kicking in hockey. Excuse me. I'm choking. I'm so excited with this game. Shot right on from the Leafs. Only that's going to be their fourth shot when they update it, if they even consider that a shot. Minnesota in their own zone trying to work it through. David Kemp can't get it. McCabe is going to come back, and he's going to pick it up. This one is going to be played to the line. Toronto can't even get in right now. Minnesota doing a nice job, and it's going to be called on the offside. So Minnesota, as they go to commercial break, has a 1-0 lead. Oh, welcome in, everybody. Again, welcome. I know it's an early start, but I appreciate you being here. Happy Sunday to all. I hope you all have had a really, really good weekend. I know I've had a great weekend. I've had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this game plays out. Minnesota is a powerhouse. They are a very good hockey team. Toronto is struggling, and you know, one of the reasons why is we say they're not shooting the puck enough. They start off well, at least they did last night. They started shooting a lot, but those shots disappeared very quickly. One of the big problems the Maple Leaf has is they're not creating good shooting opportunities. Just turning and firing it at the net is a very low percentage shot. What they have to do is move the puck. They have to make the goaltender move to open them up and get some good quality shots. We're not seeing that from this squad. We're not seeing those high caliber, high quality shots that we used to see. Now, part of the reason, and Coach said this in an interview, and it's specifically a problem with the power play, but I think it's a problem overall with everybody, is they're playing predictable hockey right now. Predictable hockey. And that's a big challenge. That is a very, very big challenge. Jared, coming in member for 5 months. What up? Make the best team win Tuesday. Thoughts on Utah so far? And the Jets are really hot to start off. Let's go Bruins for Tuesday. So I'm impressed. I love Utah. I think Utah has a good squad. I don't think they're going to be, you know, a spectacular team, but they're growing, and I like what they're doing. So very, very pleased with Utah so far. In regards to Boston, it's going to be a big game on Tuesday. I'm really excited for that one. And, of course, the Jets, you're right. They're red hot. The only loss they've suffered right now is the hands of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we'll take that one. Blair, what's going on? Welcome in. We should be shorthanded. We lost the challenge. So, you know, with it's yeah, I kind of agree, you know, should be a little bit of a delay of game. I wonder if there was almost more of a a league challenge versus a team challenge, because it was a very close play. All right, off the draw. They're back from commercial break. Wild just at their own line. Toronto trying to force them back in their own zone, but they very quickly move this one out. Leafs picking it up in their own end. Timmins across to Benoit. Benoit up on the far side, putting it across the red line. Picked up again by the Wild, and here comes Kaprizov. Kaprizov working in, sending it around behind. Can't connect on that pass to Rossi. And we got a penalty coming up as Benoit is knocked down, and he's in a whole lot of discomfort. I don't think Benoit knows what planet he's on right now. And Timmins is going for his defense, and Benoit is kind of holding on to one of the Minnesota players, but he's in some serious discomfort. His mouth is in a lot of pain right now, and he's cut and bleeding. Triton coming in, $2 super chat. My crystal ball says Leafs blow it again. Well, Triton, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for your optimism. I can't speak. Thank you for your positivity. So he's in a whole heap of trouble. He's going over to the bench. Kaprizov is going to go off. The question, is it going to be 2 or 4? Benoit says the inside of his mouth is bleeding. So Kaprizov had it. Benoit goes in for the hit. McMahon is in the way.
Their penalty killing right now has been one of the...
So Benoit is losing his mind right now as Kaprizov gets just 2 minutes for high sticking. Benoit is losing his mind as the inside of his mouth is cut. But we've seen some ridiculous calls with high sticking. We saw Toronto get 4 minutes for high sticking with 0 blood drawn whatsoever. The worst power play in the league, Toronto. Let's see what they can do here. Nyes, Matthews, Tavares, Marner, Nylander. The squad here for the Leafs. They're going with all 5 forwards, no defense. I think this is a mistake. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Welcome in, everybody. Keep hitting that thumbs up. Michael, let's decline the penalty. Off the draw, Toronto wins it. Marner back with it. He's going to put this across to Nylander. Here's a shot. Knocked down. Tavares trying to go in after it. He gets tied up with Faber. Coming around to Matthews. Matthews going to flip it up to Marner. Marner, I don't know why they have Marner at the point. He's the guy who never shoots. Matthews tries to feed it across. That's blocked. Back with it, Matthews again. Down low, between the legs. Matthew Nyes, he's going to shoot it right on. And a nice stop here by Gustafsson. Matthew Nyes tried to do that Tavares move where he kind of back in front of the net, put it between your legs and make a play. Instead, it kind of gets knocked down and comes right back to him, and he swipes at it, but Gustafsson is going to cover that one up. Wayne, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Taking a look. Here's Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek setting up. Off the draw, Tavares is going to sweep that one back to Marner. Marner to Matthews. Matthews looking, he's got nowhere to go. No one to pass it to. Now he has to go back to the point. No, he elects to go down behind the net. Back up to Matthews. Nyes is in front. I love Nyes in front. He's doing a great job screening. Leafs are rotating it around the perimeter. Here's Nylander to Marner. Marner, he's drawing the crowd away. He shoots. Nyes in front, tries to get it. He can't. And the Wild sending this one all the way down. Okay, get this unit off the ice. Long pass from Stolarz. All the way up to Matthews. Matthews to Nylander. 1 minute to go here on the power play. Nylander back to Matthews. We're going 5 forwards, no D. Matthews passed through. Nyes couldn't convert. Nylander to Tavares. Tavares cycling around. He elects to go off the boards, and that misses everybody and comes down as Marner back to pick it up. Holy cow, guys. Could you change any slower? You bunch of elephants. You're killing your own power play. Toronto walking in. Matthews slow playing this one up. Getting it back. Pacioretty, Matthews, McMahon, Marner, Nylander now. Here's another shot right on. Do we not believe in defense anymore on the power play? Working this through behind the net. They're digging at it. Minnesota's just sitting on the puck, holding it against the boards. Pacioretty digging it free. Comes around. Over to Matthews. Matthews, he can't shoot it. Marner now does. He misses the net. Matthews back with it again. Matthews down low. Here's Pacioretty. Pacioretty. Power play is over in 2 seconds. Matthews from behind the net tries to shoot it. Obviously, you're not going to score from there. Pacioretty still with it. Power play has expired. Leafs did have 4 shots. And the Wild going to put this one off the boards, and Matthews going to come back and pick it up. I don't know what they were thinking. Dallas, how's it going? Welcome in. Tanev setting up behind the net, shaking one way, shaking the other way. Here comes Tanev now. Tanev going to carry this one up, and he's going to lose the puck and has to turn back. Going to pass this one across. Toronto working it into the Wild zone. Cross ice to Domi, takes it off the skate. Now he's going to try and backhand it, knock down. Here's another shot, hits Pacioretty and falls. Domi playing it to the line, held in by Ekman Larsson. Ekman Larsson with a long shot, that's going to go wide. All right, Leafs. The net is the thing outlined by the red posts with the guy standing in front of it. You got to hit that. Gordon, how's it going? Welcome in. Minnesota in their own zone, going to create some space, separate this one. Chisholm going to play it up. In the Wild, long pass off the boards into the Leaf zone. Riley trying to rush to get this one. He's going to beat out Johansson and play it around. Here comes John Tavares. Tavares with a nifty move. He's cutting through. Tavares feeding it off. Here's a long shot. Gustafsson the save. Rebound in the slot, and it's fed into the corner. Minnesota chipping it up the glass. Ekman Larsson going to knock it down. Back in the corner. Here's a big hit by Pacioretty. Minnesota working it the far side of the ice into the Leaf zone. Man cutting towards the net. They hit him with the pass. Solars with a great save. Boldy was all alone in front of the net. Nobody picked him up. Nylander feeding this one across. It's fed in deep. Nylander playing around behind the net. Can't come up with it. Matthews trying to steal. He can't. Now Nyes does, and he's going to play this back. Under 4 minutes to go. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first period of play. And that's going to be an icing call. If you can even call it play. This has been terrible. Can we sack him already, Leo says. That's funny. Welcome in if you're coming in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Holy moly, what a hockey game. Minnesota's up 1-0. Toronto, all the struggles right now. They have come back. They have mustered 8 shots on net. So they have started to get some shots.
Put those arms down together, not allow anything to slide through. And that was a good save.
So face-off in the Toronto end to the left of Stellaris. Face-offs are even, 7-7. Now Minnesota's going to win this one, so they're going to go up 8-7. In the slot, taken away by Matty Knives. What a nice play. Marner going to flip this one up, down into the Minnesota zone. Knives coming in with a little bit of a hit. Matthews up pinching, trying to knock this one away, trying to steal it away from Marcus Foligno. He does. Minnesota regroups, works it around behind the net. Taken away here by Marner. Nice play along the boards. Timmins with a shot from the point. And a nice stop by Gustafsson. Holy moly. Good pace, good pace. They're going to go to another commercial break. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy mackerel. This has been a crazy, wild, wild pace hockey game again. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Thank you for being here along for the ride, and hit that thumbs up button. It's free to do. We're almost at 100 likes, so with your help, we can get there. Tap that thumbs up button. All right, lots of hockey on the schedule. We got 2 more days ahead of us. We're doing 4 in a row. Tomorrow night, it's an Amazon Prime night, and we got you covered. If you don't have Prime, come on and hang out here. It's the Edmonton Oilers and the New Jersey Devils. That's going to be a fun game. And then Tuesday, game of the week, rivalry night, the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs go toe-to-toe. Our week then moves to Thursday as the Florida Panthers taking on the Nashville Predators. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we will have you here. Jay, what's going on? Welcome in. The Wild are looking awesome here tonight. We know they're a fast team. We know they're a quick team, and right now they have about 3 steps ahead of Toronto. They're flying. Absolutely flying, led by Kaprizov. Kaprizov, he's so good. Matt Boldy's playing good. Treinen, he's playing good. I mean, right now, everybody on Minnesota looks to be playing well. Broden and Middleton leading the way defensively. Gosh, Toronto just having the struggles. The core 4, the top dogs from the Maple Leafs, just completely snake bit right now. I think what they got to do is kind of pull back. Matthews, Nylander, Marner have all played over 6 minutes so far. I think they got to rely a little bit more on their 3rd and 4th lines to get them going. Domi is only at 3 minutes. Robertson's at 2.5. Reeves is at 2.5. Lorentz is at 3.5. I think you got to let your top dogs sit for a little bit and let the 3rd and 4th lines roll. because boy, oh boy, you got to get your Matthews going, and just keep throwing him out there when he's struggling is not going to help. All right, coming back from commercial break. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe.
Let's go.
Much appreciated. Liam, welcome to the community. Here's a shot by Robertson, sending that one just wide.
Let's
Timmins
go.
keeping it in. Michael coming in with that subscribe as well. Michael, thank you so much. Welcome in. Robertson waiting by that face-off circle. It's a scrum in the corner. Bobby McMahon trying to dig it free. He gets it. Bobby Mack to the point for Riley. Robertson trying to get in front of the net. Big battle going on in front. Here's a shot. That one's going wide. Robertson was doing a good job against Chisholm in front. Minnesota back the other way. Turning around. Bobby McMahon with a block shot. Minnesota in the corner. Taking a look. Bobby McMahon, another block. Knocks that pass down. Dives and intercepts it. Couldn't get it up to Domi. Now Bobby Mack gets it. He's going to flip this one up. He had Robertson on the far side. Didn't see him. And it's stolen by Robertson, dropping it back for Matthews, who shoots it wide. Oh, Nick Robertson with a great steal, and Matthews just cannot hit the net. Onyx, what's going on, buddy? Kaprizov going to knock this one down. He's got Matthews all over him. Matthews on Kaprizov, getting it to Nyes. Nyes flipping it back over to Matthews. Matthews gets knocked down, and he has Kaprizov run right over him. Matthews curling in front of the net. Nyes with it. Comes over to Marner at the blue line. Marner, nifty little move in the slot. Marner walking in. Penalty coming up to Minnesota as Marner makes a nifty little dangle and slides it in on goal. So Toronto, with 2 minutes left to go in the period, are going to find themselves on the power play. Alan, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Much appreciated. We are 3 likes away. 3 likes away from 100, 2 subscribers away from 24,810. George, how's it going? Leafs power play really sucks. You are 100% accurate. It is the worst in the NHL right now. The worst power play in the league, and it's only getting worse. Domi, McMahon, Pacioretty, Ekman Larson, and Riley. Wow, the Leafs finally decided to put some defense on a power play. Setting it up, kind of the B unit, or the B- unit, shall we say. Domi in the corner, feeding this one out. Pacioretty lets it go, and Riley wasn't ready for it, and this is going to come out and all the way down the ice. Obi Goat, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Here's a long feed up. Toronto going to flip it back in the zone. We just need to score. And again, the Wild are going to clear this one out and all the way down the ice. Power play is a 2-minute chance where you got to watch out for a shorthanded goal as Riley sends it all the way to Nylander. Holy, what are you doing, Leafs? What are you doing? They just killed 25 seconds passing it around their own end of the ice. They finally crossed the center ice line. Nylander coming in, giving it to Tavares. Tavares sending it around. Matthew Nyes, he picks it up. Nyes back to the line. Marner back to Nylander. All right, we've gone back to no defense, so we got 2 forwards playing catch. Here's Marner to Matthews. He doesn't shoot. He still doesn't shoot. Saucers it across. He shoots. He scores. Willie Nylander buries it on a saucer pass from Matthews. There we go. There we go. Marner gave it to Matthews, and I, like everybody else, thought Matthews was going right back to Marner. Instead, he saucers over 2 Minnesota sticks to Nylander, who buries it on the power play. Thank goodness. We got a power play goal. Thank goodness. We passed outside of what everybody thought we were going to do. William Nylander getting jiggy with it. Big Willie Styles. Holy moly. All right, we got a power play goal. That's their first in, I think, 18 or 19 attempts. Nylander picking it up from Matthews and Marner. Wow. About time, that's right. There it goes. Channel members, drop those Nylander jerseys in the chat. Love it. Working this one through. Minnesota has it back in the Leafs zone. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Right, Jerry? Here's Toronto again. The 4th line is on. Reeves going to bring it over the red line. Reeves fighting this one in. And coming back to pick it up is Frederick Gaudreau. And a break coming up for Minnesota. And Tanev is going to haul his man down. And just like that, the Maple Leafs are going to the box. Minnesota flying through with an opportunity, and they get hauled down. Have we broken the curse? Not yet, Kevin. Not yet. Who's the siren? You know what? I didn't even pick a red light player today. Who should it be? You guys put your votes in. Who should be the red light player of the game? When the red light player scores, we light the red light for them. So I'll let you guys, we'll see who gets the most comments. So Minnesota to the power play. Let's see. Waiting for them to drop the puck. Not a lot of time left. Nice. Domi. Nice. Return to Minnesota. Michael, I love it. All right. That's all the reason I need. It's going for Matthew Nyes. Nyes is going to be our red light player of the game. It's going in the corner. 3 seconds to go. Minnesota trying to work it through. Marner standing on it, tying it up. And that's going to do it. The clock's going to go. And Marner with a shot. Eriksson Ek was getting tough on Marner. Marner turns and throws a right hook at Eriksson Ek. Wow, Marner, where did this feistiness come from? Yoko, what's going on? Welcome in. Jordan, welcome in. Wow, Mitch Marner, him and Eriksson Ek were kind of working over on the boards. Eriksson Ek gives him a real shove. Marner, he kind of throws a little shot. It wasn't a hard shot by any means. Let's go break this down. Wow. All right. So we're going to open up these stats. Toronto finds himself in an okay position as we're all tied up 1-1 here in a quite doozy of a hockey game. An early start, 6 o'clock, but that's okay. 12 shots for Toronto, 11 for Minnesota. That's actually going to get updated. I see here 13 on my other counter. 12 hits to 8. Toronto leading there. 10 faceoffs to 9. Toronto leading there. 50% on the power play. Let's not take another one. Stay at 50%. We need to boost up our percentage. 3 giveaways from Minnesota. 2 giveaways from Toronto. A great giveaway number. I'm good with 2. It far beats the 5 and 6 numbers we were seeing per period the last few games. Takeaways 2-1 and block shots 5-6. All good, decent numbers. And a hockey game broke out, right? Andrew, how's it going? Someone teach Marner how to defend himself. Rick, I think he's spending a little bit of time with Reeves. It was nice to see he kind of threw a punch, threw a little hook there, but he's got to land it properly. Wasn't a great one, but at least he did something. Marner, I like his game today. He's being feisty. I like what he's doing. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to show you these 2 goals. We're going to break them down through our simulator here. If Sam can remember which button he has to push, and then we'll bring this in again. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. What a fun first period this was, and it all ends up even. So I'm just going to take a minute to get this calibrated because every stream I got to do it over again as things kind of get all changed around. All right, let's bring this in, and let's look at Minnesota's first goal. This one, of course, is going to be Ryan Hartman's goal. Ryan Hartman, he gets the goal, number 38 for Toronto, or for Minnesota. There we go. All right. So we can see, let's freeze it here. On the setup, number 17 has the puck. This is Marcus Foligno. Ryan Hartman is in front of the net. Toronto's got 2 guys out wide, 2 in the middle. As this circles around, you can see Toronto was all lost. Their box was misformed. They were scrambling. They were moving all over. The shot came in. It was stopped in front. Then there's a scramble in front. The shot came off, and it is deflected and picked up and kicked in. It was a little bit of a tough play. We're going to see if we can find the actual clip. We're going to see if we can bring that up and show you. But let's take a look now at William Nylander's goal, because this one was quite a nice one as well. Let's get this refreshed here. So this is going to be Nylander's goal now. This one playing through. You can see Toronto with it. Marner, Nylander going open. Matthews getting it. A little cross ice. And there's Willie with the one-timer, and he puts it in. Quite a nice goal. Really, really, really enjoyed seeing that one. All right, let's see if we can pick it up so we can take a close look at what happened with the first goal and why there was, I don't want to call it controversy because it wasn't really controversy, but it was an interesting play where it's kicked off the skate. We thought it was off the skate, but then upon further review, we saw it kicked John Tavares's stick, and that's how it went in. So let's see if we can find this play here real quickly so we can show you. Let's see. All right, it's off. Okay, that's not a good angle. Is there a better angle of it? Let's see here. No, that's not a good angle either. My goodness. All right, let's go. We'll go with this one here. This isn't a great angle for it. So give me a moment. I will get this one set up, and we'll take a little look here at what transpired on this one. Can I use the same screen? Sure, I can. Why not? Sorry, I just got to adjust this. Okay, let's bring this up. So let's take a look here. Here we are in front of the net. You can see what's going on. You can see it's all arranged. Puck is going to come through the crease. Right over here, the puck is sitting. There's the kicking motion. You see he just gets Tavares's stick, and he's going to kick that one in. So a real tough play, but not a great angle on it. But you can see clearly he did kick the stick. Here's another kind of one. We're going to take a look at this angle as well. Not a good one, but you can see right here, there's the kick, and he just kicks Tavares' stick, and that's going to go up and in. So an unfortunate play, an unfortunate breakdown, really hard to see in quick motion. The kicking motion was there, but he kicks Tavares' skate, and that's what puts it in. But all in all, a nice effort by both these teams, a nice effort by the Leafs to try and keep that one out, keep it going. But it was just so close. So very, very close. Can we find this? Can we find this goal here? I'm going to see if we can take a look real quickly to bring up this Toronto goal here. Here's a beautiful angle. All right, let's rewind this one. We're going to take a look here. Here is the Matthews pass. This was absolutely a beauty. If we can bring this back. There we go. All right, hopefully you're all caught up. Hopefully you all can see this now. So Matthews has it in the corner. Look at this, a beautiful saucer pass. He gets it past these two sticks here in the middle, right on the tape of Nylander, who fires that one home. So if we look at this in full motion, a nice little saucer. There's the shot, and he buries it. A great play. That pass really caught me off guard. I was not expecting that pass to get through. What Toronto's been doing, and part of the challenge on their power play, is Marner takes it up top. He passes to Matthews. Matthews has nowhere to go. He passes back to the point. And they just keep going back and forth, back and forth. Nobody ever does anything with it. So finally, they go for a different option. He takes the risky pass across, a nice completion, and absolutely buries it. So that's what it takes, some creativity. And that's what we're finally able to see here, is see a little bit of that creativity and what they can do. So a big play there by Matthews, and hopefully that gets them rolling. Now, by the way, Mitch Marner, he needs 4 more goals to reach 200 in his career. He would be the 16th player in franchise history to score 200 goals with the Maple Leafs. So the Marner watch is on. Can he score? Can he keep that going? Let's take a look here real quickly at the Editown scoreboard, if this will pop up for us. The Hurricanes and the Capitals, 3-2 in that one, and we got to take a look. Did Ovechkin score? Yes, he did. Ovechkin scores again. Ovi on fire, trying to catch Gretzky's record. He's now starting to put them in a lot. The Bruins 2-0 over the Kraken. Earlier today, the Jets win again, 7-4 over the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Rangers 5-2 over the New York Islanders. So some big scores going around, 7-4, 5-2. Well, these other games tonight continue to have some big scores as well. Jordan Marner with the shot at the end of the period. Yeah, Jordan, it's nice to see he's throwing it, right? Nice to see he's kind of giving it a little bit instead of getting pushed around all the time. He needs to play with that chip on his shoulder. He needs to be a little bit aggressive, and it is certainly coming around. The bum Kraken. I love the Kraken. The Kraken might be one of the next jerseys I get, although I will tell you, I love the colors of the Utah jersey. Depending on what they bring forward as their logo, I might need to bump that up. And Crosby had 2 last night. Sid the Kid is still putting the puck in the net. He had 2 last night, but I believe Ovi had a goal last night as well. He's been putting in a lot. Let's see here. Yeah, Ovechkin scored again last night. So he's cranking it, right? Alex Ovechkin. He's going to do it. Do you guys agree? Do you think he's going to pull this one down? Is he going to break Gretzky's record? He's got 6 goals right now. He's 35 away, I believe. I guess 34 now after he has one tonight. 34 goals. Oh, man, that means all Ovechkin has to do is hit 40 goals and he gets it. That's crazy. I mean, he is just lighting it up. Ovechkin, my goodness. And I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, even if something happens, right? Let's say he only finishes with 30 goals and he's 10 shy. He's definitely going to get it next season if he plays another season. But my God, Ovi is just putting on a show. Definitely not the same Ovi he once was, but he is definitely scoring like crazy. I kind of want that record to sit with Gretzky. I kind of want to be sitting here in another number of years and counting down Austin Matthews getting close to that Gretzky record. Just something about Ovechkin. I don't want him to have that. I really don't, but I think it's going to happen. Let's take a little talking about goals, talking about points. The all-time point leader right now for this season, so all-time up to today, is Kaprizov, who we're seeing today. Kaprizov and Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers and Cale Makar, those 3 tied at 21 points. Mark Stone and Nathan McKinnon tied with 20 points. Kyle Connor, Panarin, Kucherov, all with 18. But Kaprizov, Reinhart, and Makar, great jump. Yeah, I know, Ben. It is a new era. That is for sure. For goals, Sam Reinhart, Nico Heishire, and Cole Caulfield all tied with 10 goals so far. Panarin with 9, Kyle Connor with 9, Cooch with 9, William Nylander on that list with 8, and with his 9th here today, that will move him up. So Nylander finding himself in the goal hunt. Assists is Cal Makar with 16, Stone, McKinnon 14, Eichel with 13, Strome with 12, Pietrangelo, Schmaltz, Malkin, Marner all with 11. So Marner finding himself on the assist leaderboard, which is awesome for him. But at the same token, for Toronto trying to negotiate an extension for him, it's going to make things a lot more difficult. You know he's not going to want to take less money if he's up on that assist leaderboard. All right, take care, feeling froggy. You stay safe as well. All right, game-winning goals, Sidney Crosby, Kyle Connor, Nathan McKinnon, Leon Draisaitl, all with 3 game-winning goals. That's pretty awesome. Plus minus, Sam Reinhart leading the way at plus 13, Kaprizov at plus 12. Your penalty minute leaders on the flip side, Jake McBain with 26 from Utah, Mike Matheson, 25, Brendan Dillon, 24. For the goaltenders, Connor Hellebuyck, he is crushing it. 7 wins. Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky, Shesterkin all tied with second with 6 wins. Gustafsson, who's playing here tonight, is tied with Lankinen, Aiden Hill, Connor Ingram, Logan Thompson, and Ottinger with 5. Anton Forsberg leading the way with 2 shutouts this year. It's hard to believe he's the only tender with 2 shutouts, but I guess they're only at 10 and 11 games so far. Goals against, it's Lucas Dostal from the Anaheim Ducks, who's sitting under 2 goals. I don't know how many games he has played, though. Connor Hellebuck just over 2 at 2.13 goals against. Shesterkin at 2.23. Anthony Stolarz finds himself on this list with 2.45. So he's been doing an awesome job. We already know that. Save percentage, Shesterkin 9.33. Dostal at a 9.45. Talbot at 9.23. Hellebuck 9.23 as well. Sorokin at 9.22. And Stolarz on that list currently with a 9.16. Shesterkin has made the most saves with 279 stops. Dostal with 273, Mrazek with 270, Markstrom with 253. And again, it's Mrazek who's faced the most shots with 300, Shesterkin at 299. So lots of rubber being thrown at those goaltenders. Special teams, WBH Adventure, what's going on? Cheers, welcome in. Probably leaping back. Cole, you're hysterical, man. You got some good liners. I appreciate the humor. I'm glad you're here with us. Taking a look, Nathan McKinnon leads all the special team points. Actually, he's tied with Makar, the two Avs up front. 10 special teams points on the power play. Mark Stone with 8. Natchez, the Natchez boy, with 8 points as well. Shorthanded points, Sam Reinhart leads the way there. He's been awesome shorthanded. So that is pretty much how it's a wrap for individual teams. Now, when we break down the teams, the Winnipeg Jets, they have scored the most points per game. It was higher. It's now under 5, 4.9. Vegas at 4.5. Caps at 4.4. Rangers at 4.0. So a lot of teams scoring a lot of goals. Shots per game, Carolina, number 1, followed by Nashville. Is the goal differential. Winnipeg, of course, they're plus 29. Rangers are plus 20. That is huge. Plus minus, the Jets again, plus 99. The Jets are just dominating. Face-off percentage. Leaf fans, Leaf Nation, something we can be happy about. The Leafs are leading the league in face-offs right now. 56.1%. The Leafs number 1 in the NHL. Brad, how's it going? Welcome in. So explain to me this, riddle me this. How are the Leafs number 1 in the league of face-off percentage, but yet when they have a power play, they have a very hard time winning a face-off in the offensive zone? Just don't understand it. Boston taking the most penalty minutes, 148, which is why Toronto needs to get their power play going, and they've started to here today, but they're going to face Boston, who's the most penalized team, so you need your power play to get a rockin'. Goals allowed, least goals allowed, the Rangers, number 1, followed by the Canes, the Stars, and the Jets. Shots allowed, Canes, Caps, Avalanche, they have allowed the least. Save percentage, Rangers as a unit, Rangers, number 1. Shutouts, Senators, Wings, Stars, Devils. Special teams, the Winnipeg Jets, best power play in the league at 44%. The Avs, number 2. Senators, number 3. Senators, number 3 is a bit of a surprise. Best penalty kill in the league. The New York Rangers, followed by Nashville and Florida. Toronto on that list, just barely. Power play goals, of course. The Jets have the best power play. They're scoring the most power play goals. Florida Panthers, shorthanded goals. They got 4. Got to watch out for the Panthers when you have a power play. They have 4 shorties this season. So we're going to continue to watch as they go around, but we mentioned it here earlier. The worst power play is unfortunately the team that we love so much in the Toronto Maple Leafs. They are currently 32nd in the league. 11th for goals against per game. 14th for goals scored per game. 9th for their penalty kill. So we just need Toronto to score, and we need them to score on the power play. That will certainly help move things along. All right. Thank you for participating in the first period. We're getting set for period number 2. Carson, how's it going? Welcome in. Beverly, welcome in as well. That's because nobody's in front of the net. Yeah, Rick, they have to get some guys in front of the net. They got to figure it out, get somebody in front of the net, and use them to screen. And they did that. Matthew Nyes going in front of the net was doing a really good job screening. They just couldn't get those shots through when Nyes was in front. But let's see how things turn around in period number 2. Remember, the Wild are going to start on the power play. We're going to switch over here. The Wild are going to start on the power play. Their power play is going to continue, but hopefully Toronto can kill it off. Again, thanks everybody for hitting those subscribes. Really appreciate it. Thank you for helping our channel grow. We are now less than 200 from 25,000, and we hit 24,850. So when we're 150 away, we are going to announce what our 25K giveaway is going to be. That's right, we're giving away something, and we're giving away something that's pretty big. Pretty big. I think it's something pretty good to give away. For doing nothing, for hanging out and watching the channel and subscribing and being part of a community for a chance to win what we're giving away, I think it's pretty good. So if you're new to the channel and you're just coming in, come and give us a subscribe, hang out and have some fun, and you never know, maybe you could end up being a winner. But we're going to announce that coming up at 8:50. After the bell, what's going on? Who scored? Well, for the Maple Leafs, it was William Nylander. For the Wild, it was Ryan Hartman. And here we go. Period number 2 is officially underway. 1:40 on the power play clock for the Minnesota Wild. They're going to bring this one into the Leaf zone, wrap it around, and get things set up. Benoit going to hammer it along the boards. Can't get it out. Held in by Faber. Moving it to Kaprizov. Kaprizov being forced down low. Matthews watching him. Kaprizov working this back up over to Boldy. Boldy to the point. They go to the far side. Trying to come a return feed for Kaprizov. It was tipped, and it's going to come out. Sarah, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in. Here's a pass across. Minnesota setting it up. It's knocked down by Marner. Look out. Pass came back to him, but he was about to get hit. Had to tip this one out. Taking a look around, it's Faber. Faber, he's going to pass this up. Minnesota tipping it in. Going around Benoit. Benny going to run into the boards. And the shot coming in front. Stars making the save. Kempf is going to put this one to the boards. And here comes David Kempf. Kempf, short-handed, trying to turn the corner. Backhand right on. Gustafsson going to make that save. 40 seconds to go here in the Wild power play. The Wild back to the Leafs line. Going to pass it back. Now they're going to move into the Leaf zone. Wild setting it up. Back to the point for Boldy. Boldy, he's being bothered by knives. Gets the pass off. Going to come back to the point. It's fed across. Spurgeon made a nice move there. Jared Spurgeon, by the way, the captain of this team. Spurgeon keeping it in again. Sending it through. Toronto's going to intercept. And they get it out. 13 seconds to go. 13 seconds. Craigton, what's going on? Welcome in. Trying to work this one through. Horror, easy with the W's. Easy with the W's. Playing this back across. Here's a one-timer. That's going to go wide. Timmons going to pick it up. He's going to flip this over. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. Toronto kills it off. We're now at even strength. This is going to be played all the way down the ice. Johnson back. He's going to move it around. Taking a look. Guys, easy with the W's, please. Let's not spam the chat. Lisa, hello there. Welcome in. We can't watch more hockey from Wales. Well, Lisa Terry, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Thank you so much, Sarah. Toronto trying to keep it in. They can't. Minnesota going to get it out, but Toronto has it at the red line. They're going to send it right back in. Gustafsson coming out and stopping it. Minnesota going to work it to the far side of the ice. Going to flip this up and back. Riley going to swipe at it. Puck is bouncing around. Tavares with it. Up to Pacioretty. Patch coming in. Turning around. Tavares behind the net. Tavares spinning around. Can't get it to Pacioretty. Minnesota going to intercept. Spinning around down low. Tavares tried to take it away. He can't. Going to work this one through. That's right. On a cool down. You like that. Benoit picking it up. Up to Nylander. Nylander going to flip this one out. Toronto's got to start skating. Minnesota is beating them to the puck all over the ice. Going to work it far side. The Wild again on the rush. Going to play it up to the Leaf line. A little stick lift. Battle going on as Nylander was trying to get off the ice. And here comes Matthews. Matthews going to intercept. Matthews to Nyes. Nyes with a wraparound. Matthews with a jam play. And Gustafsson is going to hang on to it. As Matthews found himself in a great area. Found the puck was right there. And tried to tuck that one home. But just couldn't put that one in. Good play. Good effort. But Matthew Nyes came right around. It was there in front. Matthews got a stick on it, but Gustafson squeezing that pad against the ice just would not let it go in and then puts that glove on it. So Matthews coming in to take this draw. Matthews, we'd love for him to score. We'd love to get him going, get him fired up. Big hit coming in here. McCabe throwing the body around as he comes up on a pinch. But it doesn't do anything as Minnesota flipping it out. Tanev is caught. He's racing to get back. Here comes Minnesota feeding it to the middle. It's taken away. Tanev now going to lead the rush. Tanev to the red line, and he's going to flip this in the corner. Matthew Nyes going in here hard against Faber. He's going to get bumped into the boards. Nyes has it in his feet. Now Faber takes it away for the Wild. Faber cutting through the middle. Here's a long pass up. Minnesota 3-on-2 coming in. They can't make the pass across. It hits Stolarz, and Toronto going to play this to safety. Morgan Riley with this now. Riley has to spin around. Look out. Has his pocket picked. Has to go back for it as Toronto went to make a line change. When Riley had the puck, he had no one to pass it to, but the Wild bring it in offside, and the fans do not like this. Rossi kind of debating right now, saying that's not offside, but that is going to be the call. We've played 4.5 minutes or so here in the second period, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful pace. Matthews is great, but he is streaky. Yes, after the bell, very streaky, and he needs to get going. By the way, after the bell, love your logo there. Love the championship belt. Here's a long pass as Bobby McMahon gets a piece to chip it in. Gustafson going to play it around, pinching Domi on the boards. He keeps it in, sending it around. Robertson going in for the corner. He can't get it. This is kept in by Timmins on the, or Ekman Larson, excuse me, on the far side. Robertson in there, playing it back around. Domi coming after it. Bobby McMahon now. Leafs moving it around. Robertson going to the front of the net. Domi and McMahon in the corner. But Minnesota going to win that battle. They're going to get it to the line and out. Minnesota winning a lot of these little battles, and it matters. It makes a big difference. Down around behind the net, Tanev going to take a bump. Rossi fighting on him, Tanev goes down. Bobby McMahon has it in his skates. He's trying to soccer it up. Gets to the line, Robertson got it out, but nope, they said it was in. That Minnesota held it in. Here's a one-timer, that one's going to go wide. All the way down. 18 second period goals this season for the Maple Leafs, has them tied in the second period. We'd love some goals now as this puck is going to roll in on Stolarz, and he's going to drop a mid on it and hang on to it. So we're going to get a face-off in the Toronto end. Each team with a couple of shots in the first few minutes so far in this second period, but a good place, a good pace, real fast pace. Now, by the way, Leaf fans, if you haven't already listened to our podcast Beyond the Blue Line is on YouTube Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Go on and search it, Beyond the Blue Line, or search Samwelb B12, and you will find it. Toronto going to play it up. Laurent's going to tip this one in. Kemp is coming flying. But Zach Bogosian, ex-Lightning, ex-Maple Leaf, plays this one around for Minnesota. Timmins going to work it up to Benoit. Benoit across for Lorentz. Here comes Lorentz. Reeves got tangled up in the middle of the ice, and the pocket is picked. Reeves on the back check coming in, laying a hit. Minnesota bringing it in the Leaf zone. Benoit going to throw a bump there on Marcus Foligno. Reeves can't catch up to it. This being worked down low again, Minnesota with it. They're really good at moving this puck around. Back to Bogosian. Bogosian going to keep this one in around behind the net. Minnesota can't get it. Here's Gaudreau, a shot that goes wide to Bogosian again. He's going to carry this to middle of the ice. Now he passes it across, getting it back. Here's a blast from the point. Again, the goaltender is without his stick, but he made the save. And the Toronto player in front is tied up there with Hartman. Hartman and Benoit are all over each other. Here's another shot, and Stolarz takes it off the shoulder. Finally, Benoit gets off the Minnesota player, and they're still battling. And here comes Reeves over, and Reeves and Hartman are having a conversation. Now Hartman takes down Reeves, and the official says, "I've had enough. You out, you out." So they're both going to go, as Hartman and Benoit were all tangled up. And then Reeves comes over to have a little casual conversation with Hartman. And the ref says, "I've had enough of the you. We're sending you both off." So big battle.
Instead, they're both going.
Well, that was quite a battle. Reeves and Hartman going off, but it was...
Got to give the official some credit. He let a lot go. He could have called Benoit. He could have called Hartman individually. But it's funny how he lets Benoit and Hartman go, and it's not until Ryan Reeves gets involved in the mix when the penalty is called. So Hartman trips down Benoit. Reeves comes over to take down Hartman, and the official says, "Thanks, but no thanks. You're both gonna go." And they're gonna go to commercial break, and I will take this time to say thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. What a fun game. Hartman and Willie Nylander, the goal scorers right now. We are all tied at ones, working through period number 2. So thanks for hanging out. Now, if you're just coming in and joining us, if you're not familiar with our channel, to let you know, by being in the chat, you are earning points. You can check your points at any time by doing !points. You can use your points to redeem Leaf graphics, redeem Wild graphics, bring them up on screen as a way of playing along all evening to cheer for your favorite team, simply by doing !redeem and then typing in one of the keywords. It will bring up the special graphic for that team. Dennis says we don't need Reeves. We don't want him. We don't need him. Cowan scored the OT winner today for the London Knights. Has him at a 46-point streak dating back from last year. Yeah, Rick, that is unbelievable. And what's the record? Was it 52? I thought it was 50-something, the record for longest streak. But man, Cowan is just lighting it up. He is unbelievable. I know a couple of games was very, very close, very, very close, but he's kept that streak alive, and it is really, really good. I'm familiar with this channel. Been here since you had under 8. Wow, after the bell. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate that very, very much. I'm glad you're coming in and chatting with us. We appreciate it. All right, so they're just coming back. Yeah, Dennis, Easton Cowan, the Cowboy has been great. He will be great when he finally gets a chance here with the big team. All right, 4-on-4. Let's go. Let's do it. There he is, the Cowboy. Here's Riley. Riley playing this one across. Back to Ekman Larson. Taking it into the skates. Marner goes down. Matthews comes up with it. Shoots. Rebound. Ekman Larson hammers it. And Gustafsson coming across with a great save. Holy moly. That was awesome. What a stop by Gustafsson. That was really, really good. I mean, Matthews had the puck. He took the shot. Ekman Larson just chases after that rebound and absolutely hammers it towards the net. So 1:33 still to go. 4-on-4 hockey. What a blast. Love those shots. So Domi coming in to take this draw for the Maple Leafs. He's going to be against I can't see who that is. I think it was Marco Rossi. Nylander with it. He's going to turn around and bring it all the way back. Nylander taking a look, going to leave it here for McCabe. McCabe is going to turn. He's going to start this one up, dropping it. Domi lets it go. Picked up back for Willie. Nylander over the line. Nylander going all the way. Now he's going to turn and pull back. Flipping it to Domi. Domi, he's going to go wide. Domi still going. Domi around the net. Domi still with it. Back to the line. Back to Domi. Domi dropping it for McCabe. McCabe dropping it here for Nylander. Nylander curling. Goes around Kaprizov. Here's a shot up high. A nice save by Gustafsson, but he didn't even have to move. Toronto's going to go change up Minnesota now. We're going to see what they can do 4-on-4. Rossi going to drop this one back. This is going to be tipped into the Leaf zone and stolen away by Toronto. Matthews, a long pass up. Going to hit Marner. Marner swinging this back to Riley. Riley over to Marner, who drops it for Matthews. Matthews, a little flip play. Cuts through the middle. Matthews going around behind the back. Tried to feed it back to Marner. Couldn't do it. Trying to be too fancy there. Here comes Minnesota. Nifty little move. Trying to cut through. Can't do it. Boldy just going to play it in the corner. Marner back to pick it up. 17 seconds of the 4-on-4. Morgan Riley. He's going to bank it off the boards. Back to Marner. Marner going to carry this one in. Marner still going. Marner going to turn and look. He's going to feed it down low behind the net. Nobody is there. picked up by Faber. Faber going to turn the other way. Leafs going to go change. That's going to do it. 4-on-4 is over. It's stolen by Reeves. Reeves to Tavares. Tavares shoots. And that's deflected by Faber up and out of play. Ryan Reeves, every once in a while, finds himself in a good area and makes a good play. But they're playing well. They're moving the puck. They're starting to get some passing going. They're starting to get some shots, some good quality shots. Things are changing. Will this be the game to get things all switched around? So far, it looks like it. It looks like they're doing the right things, the things we expect them to do. So the second line coming back on here. A little bit of mixed up now as Tavares is with Nyes. Tavares gets waved off. Pacioretty on here as well. So Patch, Tavares, and Nyes. Nyes, our red light player of the game. Off the draw. It's in there. Tavares is battling. It's going to hop through. Wild's going to pick it up. They're going to clear this up. Bogosian getting into the line. Pacioretty held it in for a moment. Then it comes out. Nyes going to play this one back. Toronto going to work it through the middle. They can't control the pass. Now they try it again. Here comes Matty Nyes cutting through the middle, feeding it through for Tavares. Tavares going to get bumped into the board, still has it. Now he gets taken down. Benoit stepping up to hold it in. Nyes backing him up, and they swing it down low. Gustafson can't control it. Pacioretty coming in with a late hit. And there's Matty Nyes with a nice hit as it comes over, and Tavares bringing it back in. Yeah, Dennis, he really is. Nyes is playing spectacular hockey right now. Real good. Oh, Kevin, the Lions won, eh? Good for the Lions. It's been a long time since the Lions have done well, and I know last year they had a pretty decent go at it as well.
A good pinch on one side created an opportunity on the other. Just above.
All right, 10 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in period number 2.
That's why the offside happened.
Off the draw, Wild's going to play this one back. Faber up off the boards, all the way down. It's going to scooch past the linesman, and they're going to blow it down on the icing. So we're going to get a Leaf face-off down in the Minnesota Wild end of the ice. If you're just coming in, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Keep smacking that thumbs up button, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, we want you to sub up, become part of our community, hang out with us each week, and enjoy the show. Again, at 24,850, we're going to announce what we're giving away for $25K. Domi going to win this one back. McCabe putting it across. Here's a blast from the point. Nick Robertson at 83 miles an hour with a nice shot. Minnesota down the ice. Stolar's going to stop it. Minnesota was coming up on both sides, so he had to play it high. Bobby McMahon going to feed this one down. Down in the corner, Bobby McMahon, he goes with a hard hit into the boards. Robertson going to try and chip this one back. And there's Bobby McMahon with the puck. Robertson breaking towards the net. Shot right on. And no rebound. Great control there by Gustafson as McMahon took the shot off, and Robertson was right there if that puck was going to be loose. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the community. I like Bobby McMahon a lot. Bobby McMahon has such good potential. Yeah, we got to get Domi going as well. But when if Domi and McMahon can get going, and Nicky as well, when this third line gets going, they're going to go. I have a lot of confidence in this third line. Off the draw, Nyes back up with Marner and Matthews. He has it behind the net. Matthews in front. Now Matthews kind of curling over. Marner there as well. Nyes continuing to dig. He's got two Wild players over him. This is going to be dug out by Broden. Comes to Matthews. Matthews has nowhere to go. Cycles it back down to Nyes. Eriksson Ek going to push him the boards, but Nyes still with it. He's going to try the other way. Nyes and Eriksson Ek in a big battle. Broden comes over, but it comes to Marner. Gives it back to Nyes. Nyes behind the net. Oh my gosh, I thought him and Marner were going to run right into each other. Back to the line. Toronto putting it down deep yet again. Leafs winning some battles here. Matthews cycling around. Matthews feeding it to Morgan Riley, who's down low. Riley in the corner. He's going to try and put it out front, but that's taken away by Broden. The Wild getting it to the line, and Tavares going to hold this one in. Nylander coming in. Nylander with it. Willie cycling around. Leafs have been working in the offensive zone here for over a minute. William Nylander throwing it back to Riley. Back to Willie. Nyes in front. Here's a shot. That one's going to go wide. Nyes is now going to head off. He's going to go change. Nylander with it behind the net. He's going to come away with it. Nylander all over the place, putting it out in front. And a chance there, but they couldn't capitalize. And finally, after a minute 17 seconds, the Wild get it out. Pacioretty gives it away. Minnesota sends it right in on Stolarz as they go change. 8.5 to go. 8.5. BD, what's going on? Welcome in. Guy, how's it going? Welcome in. Reeves coming in, going to the net, driving hard. I think the Leafs are going to be dangerous. Yeah, I agree with you. Once they get going, once they figure out these new systems and kind of get rid of these bugs, they are going to be smoking. To the line, Wild holding it in. Shot goes just wide. Back to the far side, Bogosian keeps it in. Stolarz making a save. Played it dangerously out in front. Here's Reeves up to Pacioretty. He's going to dump it in. David Kemp is flying. Curls around behind the net, kicking it out. It comes in front. Gustafsson had to be careful there. And Toronto going to grab it back at their own blue line. Benoit slowing it down. Benoit coming up. David Kemp now. He's going to throw it in. Reeves hustling in. Here's Lawrence coming in with a hit on Bogosian. Benoit with a shot right on. Bogosian going to play this. Lawrence going in the corner. He's going to dig it to Benoit. Benoit playing it back up. Minnesota's going to move. But Toronto holds it in the line. No, that's still in. Lawrence, good play. Here's a shot by Reeves, knocked down in front. Lawrence still going, sending it to the point. They're going to keep this in. David Kemp down low. Kaprizov has been on the ice for about a minute, 20 seconds. Benoit cycling it below. Lawrence letting it go. Nick Robertson picks it up. The referee had to jump out of the way. And finally, Minnesota picks it up and sending it down the ice. But Toronto in the neutral zone turning it around. Domi tucking it right back in. Robertson was trying to get up on it. The Wild playing it behind their own net. Bobby McMann is giving chase. Robertson coming up on the forecheck. My God, the way these guys are cutting through the zone, I keep thinking they're going to run right into each other. Wild sending this all the way down. Great couple of shifts there for the Maple Leafs. Pass up to Domi. Domi to Robertson. Robertson goes and sends this down in the corner. Domi and McMahon. McMahon walking out of the corner. Jam play. It's there. Side of the net. Gustafsson. He's going to smother it and hang on to it. As Bobby McMahon was right there with a good opportunity. Wow, they're going to go to commercial break. Good period. Finally, Toronto playing solid in this second period, getting some chances. They've had 9 shots in this second period, and they really, really have been moving it. Yeah, Rick, it seems like it took us a long time, but they finally have woken up. Now, here on the channel, if you're a hockey fan like me, if you're watching lots of games, we got a big one tomorrow night. It's an 8:30 start. It's going to be the New Jersey Devils. 2 of the Hughes brothers taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Will the Oilers be able to get it going? I'm excited for that game. It's an Amazon Prime game, so if you don't have Prime, we'll have you covered. You'll be able to come in and listen along. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow night, Devils and Oilers. And then Tuesday night is almost the main event of the week. The Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs, one of the NHL's biggest rivalries. That is going to be an absolute doozy. I cannot wait for that game. The Bruins took the first one, but I can't wait to see how the Leafs answer back. So lots of hockey on the go. Our schedule is posted up on the channel. We posted a video this morning that lays out all the games we'll be covering this week. So if you ever forget, just pop back over to our main channel page and you can watch the video on the games we will be covering. Of course, you will see some of them scheduled. The other ones we haven't scheduled yet, but the video we posted does have the links to the videos in it. So you'll always be able to click over there. But I'm excited for this week. This is a big week in hockey. Of course, November is going to be a fun month. There's some exciting things happening. And when this team starts clicking, when this team gets going, and we've seen moments, we've seen opportunities where the gel is there, they are real exciting to watch. We've also seen some big blunders where things just don't work out. So that's going to be happening less and less, but we're going to see more and more coming up. All right, we are back from commercial break. Of course, you saw it earlier, Matthew Nyes making his return to Minnesota, where he spent a lot of time playing for college team here. Went to the NCAA Frozen Four a couple of times, and just had a real good college career playing hockey, and we see amazing things from this 22-year-old kid. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Matthew Nyes, 6'2", 210 pounds. He's got size. He uses it well. He's only going to get better. 6:28 to go here in period number 2. The Wild's going to win this draw. Bring it into the Leaf zone. Quick shot is going to go up and at a play. So, hey, why not do another face-off and get this one going? So we talked about it yesterday. Kind of who was your best player? Who's your most disappointed player? Well, I'm going to ask you, which Leaf player would you like to see getting more ice time? Drop it in the chat. The Leaf player you think deserves more ice time. Let us know. Minnesota bringing this one back in, gonna play it out, and they're gonna hammer it right back in. Stellaris can't stop it. This coming around behind the boards. Matthews trying to get there. Minnesota taking it away, though. Eriksson Ek coming around behind the net, going to drop it for Kaprizov. Kaprizov now over Matthews. Matthews couldn't get it out. Toronto going to try the other side of the ice. They're going to go off the glass. Matty Nyes trying to chase up on there. He can't get it. Beverly coming in with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Beverly. Here's Minnesota with a shot right on. Another shot. Go, Leafs, go. Stick taps for Beverly. Thank you so much for the super chat. Klingberg deserves more ice time. more like more ice packs. Here comes Minnesota again as Beverly dropped that super chat. Minnesota came in with a glorious opportunity. Toronto shut him down. Back to the line. Putting this one across. Here's a blast from the point. And Stellar is going to have to power push across. Made that save. Here's another shot by the point. That one goes wide. Tanev trying to catch up to it. He's going to come back in front of the net. We got bodies in front. Toronto's going to clear him out. Matthews with it. Going to get it to Marner. Marner going to go off the boards. Had Nyes breaking, but didn't see an outlet pass to hit him. Fred, how's it going? Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that very much. We're going to have some fun tomorrow. Here's a shot right on, getting knocked down. Toronto going to pick it up. My choice, Domi, more skating time. Yoko, I like that choice. I think that's a good one. Adrian Klingberg was a joke. Oh, yeah, Adrian. It was terrible. Need to do something with this power play line. It's pretty sad. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's down in the corner. It's almost better that we don't take penalties or don't get put on the power play. Although we know against Boston, Boston's going to take a lot of power play, a lot of penalties. So we got to get something going for later in the week. 4:15 to go here in period number 2. Minnesota with the puck. Marcus Foligno going to drop this one back to Bogosian. He plays it across. Now he gets it back. Domi watching Bogosian. He plays it up near side. And there's a hit right at the whistle. And the Minnesota Wild didn't like that one. Robertson takes 2 right shots to the face. Domi's going to grab. I can't see who that is. I think it's going to be Ryan Hartman. Gave 2 straight shots to the face of Nick Robertson. Benoit had his men lined up, and they came in offside, but Benoit threw the hit right as the whistle was going. But they're going to go to commercial break as Hartman takes a bump right at the whistle. He didn't like that. Neither did Frederick Gaudreau, who came in, and they came right at Benoit. But that's okay. Listen, if you have a guy lined up, you're going to hit him. You can't stop yourself as the whistle is blowing. You can't come to a dead stop and not throw your hit. So I'm okay with that hit. Even if it was the other way around, I'm okay with it. I don't like the hits that are after the whistle, that you hear the whistle and deliberately the guy still goes and throws the hit. Don't like that. Len, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Good job with those likes. Keep smashing the likes if you haven't hit that like. And of course, if you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button. We're now 3 subs away from 820. So go ahead and hit that subscribe. We'd love for you to hang out with us the rest of the week and, of course, all season long. Now, if you are south of the border, if you are in the United States, we're going to ask you for a favor. And really, it's anybody, wherever you're located. Hit that share button, the little button down below that says share. Go copy link. Drop that link on your Facebook page, on Twitter. If you are part of a hockey community in Reddit or Discord, go ahead and drop that link. We need your help to get the channel and the stream shared out there, to tell your friends, tell your colleagues. And we really, really appreciate all the work everybody's doing about spreading the word. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. There we go. 2 subs away from 20 now. 7 from 25. Awesome. All right, back from commercial break. Berube got stunned in his return to Minnesota, looking to really step things up. Right now, Matty Nyes is making a big impression, and Matthew Nyes is somebody we're going to continue to watch all season long. He's developing a lot faster, I'll be honest, a lot faster than I thought he would. Now, is part of that because he's playing with Matthews and Marner? Maybe a little bit, but I love what this kid has to offer. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go in period number 2. The Wild with the puck, cutting through the neutral zone. Up over the line. Trying to bring it in is Zuccarello. Dropping it back. Shot and a pad save. Nick Robertson's stick explodes, breaks in 2. Robertson tries to go down and block it. He's caught with no stick. Robertson coming to the boards. Just go get a stick, Nicky. It's the long change. He can't. Robertson with no stick, out in no man's land. Robertson trying to use his body to get in the passing or shooting lanes. Back to the line, Kaprizov. Gonna go cross-ice pass. Here's Kaprizov again. Robertson down, kicking out that leg, trying to do whatever he can. Back to the point. Robertson trying to go down with the gloves. Now they're working it around. Zuccarello passing it up. Back. Zuccarello to the slot. To Kaprizov. Kaprizov shooting. Deflection. Stolarz making the save. Stolarz gets bumped into by his own man. Comes to the line. Leafs can't clear. Kaprizov going down low. Back out in the high slot. Penalty coming up here to the Maple Leafs. Kaprizov with it. Now it's going to be a 6-on-5. Here's a shot going over to the corner. Robertson still with no stick, and he's trapped. Can't do anything. Wild moving it around. Still setting it up. Nick Robertson moving back. He's coming across using his body, but he's leading with his face. That could be dangerous if they shoot. Cross ice, knocked down in front. Stolarz diving across, makes the save. And we got another hurdle. Ekman-Larsson jumps on a guy, and Ekman-Larsson is giving shots to the guy on the ground. Bobby McMahon's got someone tied up. Domi's going to grab Kaprizov. It was Marco Rossi who got tackled, and Ekman-Larsson was just filling him in with some shots. So Ekman-Larsson is John over there. Wow, big little scrum. Ekman-Larsson and Rossi going at it. So tempers getting a little high here. Beatty Gaines, what's going on? Welcome in. 0 chips. Oh, they'll come. They will come. That's right. There it is, Beverly. Chuck Norris. Oh, no, you did not, Mr. Official, sir.
So the initial penalty was cross-check.
So 4 minutes being issued out. It's going to be a 4-minute power play. So Ekman-Larsson takes 2-minute cross-check. That was the initial call, and then issued another 2 minutes for roughing. So Ekman-Larsson is going to go for 4 minutes here. Now Rossi kind of runs over the back of Stolarz, so I hope they're sending him as well. So hang on a second. Ekman-Larsson's on the bench. So Ekman-Larsson's on the bench. Nobody's gone to the box. It's listed on the scoreboard, Ekman-Larsson for cross-checking. The official's coming over to talk to Berube. They have 4-minute power play up on the board. The Toronto Benoit got high-sticked in the face and cut the inside of his mouth, and they only gave Toronto a 2-minute power play. So, in my opinion, yes, Ekman-Larsson, 2 minutes for cross-checking, 2 minutes for roughing, but Rossi should get 2 minutes as well for goaltender interference for running over the back of the goaltender. And Ekman-Larsson is sitting on the bench going, me? Nope, now Ryan Reeves is going, and the referee stops Ryan Reeves and says, no, not you, him. So Ekman-Larsson is now coming over. So Ekman-Larsson's going to go to the bench. So there's only 2:28 left on the clock. So Reeves thought he was going, but no, Ekman Larson, he's going to get a roughing and a cross-checking penalty. No penalty to Minnesota. So a 4-minute power play. Oh my goodness, disaster. Peter wants a game misconduct. What's up, Peter? Welcome in. Here comes the Wild with a 4-minute power play. 2:10 left to go here in the second period. This is going to come around to the boards. Marner spun, he fell. That's going to create some space for Kaprizov. A little leg kick, and he sends it around behind the net. In and out of the glove of Stolarz, and Toronto clears this out and down the ice. Hartman going to knock this one down. Faber playing it across. Here comes Minnesota again, trying to feed it in the middle. It's picked off by Marner, and he's going to send this, banking it all the way down the ice. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Antonio, bad penalty there. Bad penalty. You don't need to take those. 3 minutes to go. Minnesota coming through the neutral zone into the Leaf zone. A little slash there, knocking the stick away. Minnesota wanted another call. Back over. Marcus Johansson working it through. He's getting interfered with by Matthew Nyes. Coming to Benoit. Hot puck is hopping. Toronto getting it to the line. They can't get it out. Minnesota walking in, a shot just wide. Stolarz over. Holy moly, he's tending that twine real well. Spurgeon going to cycle this back over to the line. Minnesota cross ice, walking up to the bottom of the faceoff circle. To the point with a shot, and what a glove save. You gotta be kidding me. Ripping that one like crazy was Anthony Stolarz. How you doing, baby? Wow. That was incredible. Minnesota goes for the backhand reverse Michigan. Benoit in good position, as is Stolarz. But that save was absolutely ridiculous. That was the Bill Ranford windmill. Absolutely. What a stop. Michael, yes. That was spectacular. I love those saves. Wow. That was great. Off the draw, ripping this around. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Holy glove save, Batman. That was sick, wicked, nasty. Here comes Minnesota. Faber bringing it back in. 43 seconds to go in the period. 2:15 to go in the double power play. And Toronto going to send this all the way down the ice. Gustafsson going to play this up to Kaprizov. Kaprizov, long pass, Minnesota back in. They're going to put this one in the corner, far side. All right, we're now into the second penalty. The first one is killed off. 2 minutes on the board, 20 seconds to go in the period. Minnesota walking out of the corner, playing it to the high slot to Kaprizov with a shot. A nice save by Stolarz. He's looking for it. It goes to the corner on the far side. Bringing it back around, shoveling it in front. Minnesota with it again. Kaprizov walking out, trying to shoot, can't. 3 seconds. To Kaprizov again, he fumbles it. Shot hits Matthews' shin pad, and the buzzer is going to go, and this period comes to an end. Holy moly, you have to be kidding me. All right, let's talk some puck, shall we? Because a lot of things going on in this one. Let's bring this one down. 22 shots for Minnesota, 23 for the Maple Leafs, 20 hits to 14. 20 faceoffs to 15, all good numbers. Toronto 1 for 2 on the power play. Minnesota 0 for 3, but they're still kind of rocking. They still got one going on here. 6 giveaways, Toronto 8, Minnesota, and I'm still okay. 6 giveaways is a much better number than what they've been doing, so I'll take it. 2 takeaways to 3. Toronto with 15 block shots to Minnesota's 7. That is much better. Of course, your goal scorers remain the same. Hartman from Gaudreau and Spurgeon. Nylander from Matthews and Marner on the power play. The penalties in that period were almost all Leafs. Ryan Reeves for roughing against Hartman. Hartman going against Reeves for roughing. Then it was Ekman Larson for roughing and Ekman Larson for cross-checking. And that's what we're currently seeing happening right now. Straight Game and Live. Welcome in. Go Leafs, go. And they're going all right. They're playing. This is a tough, tough game, and they're holding their own. Victor, what's going on? Welcome in. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this game. This is a wild one, a real wild one. Let's go and take a look at some of the box score stats for the Maple Leafs. I can do this while I have a little sip of water. Matthews has played almost 15 minutes. All right, and finish that bottle. Lizard, what's going on? Welcome in. Morgan, hello there. Welcome in. Sam's commentary gets more. Peter, you're cracking me up. Excuse me. All right. Matthews, 14:54. So about 15 minutes of ice time leads the way for the Leaf forwards. He's picked up an assist tonight, 3 shots and 2 blocks. Marner with 13 and a half minutes. He has a shot and a block, also an assist. Nyes doesn't have any points tonight. He's played 12 minutes. He's got a shot and 4 hits, and Nyes has been a real bright spot. Nylander is a -1 tonight, even though he does have a goal. He's played under 10 minutes of ice time. He's got the power play goal and 3 shots on net and a giveaway. Tavares is also a -1. He's played .950. He has 1 shot on net. And I think Tavares has been playing well. Domi, .940. He's picked up a 1 shot and 1 block. And it goes downhill from there. Ryan Reeves is at the bottom. 5 minutes, 50 seconds of ice time. Reeves had a 2-minute penalty, but it's okay. He took a man with him. He does have a shot on net, and Reeves has been playing good hockey. From the defensive side, Jake McCabe is leading all defenders at 14:40 of ice time. 1 shot, 3 blocks, and 2 hits tonight. Ekman Larson, 4 minutes and penalties. He's been on the ice 13-19. He's got a shot, a block, a hit, and a giveaway. Morgan Riley, 12:58. He's got a shot and a block. Tanev, he took a penalty earlier today. He's 12:20 of ice time. He's only has 2 blocks tonight. He's fallen behind. Timmins and Benoit, 11 minutes and 10:40 of ice time. Both of them are a -1. And, of course, Stolarz has been outstanding. For Minnesota, Kaprizov, 16 minutes of ice time tonight. He hasn't done much, but he's had a couple opportunities. No registered shots on net. Zuccarello, 13 minutes of ice time, as is Rossi. 2 shots for Zook, 1 for Rossi. Rossi with 3 hits tonight as well. The defensive side for Minnesota, Spurgeon at just under 15 minutes. He's got an assist. He's +1 today. He's taken 2 shots and has a block. Broden at 14:40, 3 shots on net. Faber, 14 and a half minutes, 2 blocks. So Minnesota playing very, very well tonight, playing really good hockey. Never knew OEL has a chip on his shoulder, liking his game. Yeah, BD Gaines, he's really, really embracing his role here in Toronto. I wasn't sure what we were going to get from him, to be honest. I liked his game in Florida last year. I really liked his game. But he's stepping up and he's playing much better hockey than I expected. He's taking that leadership role. He's throwing some big hits. He's being physical and aggressive, which is great. He's shooting from the point, which is what we need, a defender that's going to shoot. So I really like what I'm seeing from Ekman Larson to this point because, you know, like I said, I wasn't originally sure what we were going to see from him. And by the way, you know, he's 3.5 million, you know, that's a really good price for the type of game he is playing. So, you know, if we have Tanev locked up at 4.5, Ekman Larson at 3.5, you know, we got McCabe going into next season. He'll be making 4.4. I like those. Of course, we got Riley at 7.5, which I think is a lot in the grand scheme of things. But the way we have our defense locked up for the next couple of years, I'm good with that. You know, Simon Benoit, he's locked up at 1.3 for a couple more years. Of course, Matt Benning, who came in over for the trade. And again, I don't know how much we're going to see from him. Philip Myers and Connor Timmins, both after this year are restricted and unrestricted free agents. So we'll see how the bottom of our defensive pairings are going to shape up. But I like our top 4. Our top 4 are solid. There's always room for improvement, but I really like these top 4. They're going to punish you. They are really, really going to punish you. From our forward perspective, we have some challenges. We know there's obviously going to be new deals coming for Marner and Tavares. The question is, what are they going to be? I'm hoping they're not going to turn around and pay Mitch Marner $12 million or $11.5 million. I think that's just too much. He's going to ask for it. You know, his agent is going to demand big money. Remember, Marner played hardball in his last contract, which is where we gave him 10.9. And at that time, he wasn't worth 10.9. Now, he is a 90 to 100 point player. But right now, Marner's salary, I think when we looked at it, he was 12th or 13th in the league in salary. If you gave him 11.5 or 12 million, you're now putting him to that upper echelon. Marner is not a top 5 player in this league. To be honest, I hate to say it. I'm sorry, Mitch. I don't think he's a top 10 player in this league. But he's demanding that kind of money. And it's tough because you want to give it to him. He plays well with Matthews. You want to keep Matthews happy. But ultimately, they're going to have to make a decision there and do what's best for that team. We've been talking all night about Matthew Knies. Matthew Knies is making $925. This is his last year at that $925 marker. He is a restricted free agent. So expect Matthew Knies to get quite a little bit of a pay increase. I think he brings a lot to this team, and I think we're going to want to secure him. Nick Robertson, of course, he signed that one-year deal at $875. Hasn't made a big impact yet, but I still believe, I still have faith in Nick Robertson, what he's going to do. Pacioretty coming in here. Again, Patch coming in at $873. So far, it's proven to be a good deal, and I know there was a couple screenshots after 8 games played. There was some questions about replacing Tyler Bertuzzi. When Tyler Bertuzzi was here, everybody was like, how are we going to replace Bertuzzi? How are we going to replace his grit, his, the goals he scores, what he does? Sir James, what's going on? It doesn't matter what you're worth. It matters what you can get. Sir James, that is a very, very great point. That is an absolutely great point. So everyone was thinking, what are we going to do about Tyler Bertuzzi? Well, Tyler Bertuzzi, and this was taken a couple of games ago, Tyler Bertuzzi, after 11 games this season, has 3 goals, which are his only 3 points, and he's -5. Pacioretty in 8 games, right? So in 8 games, and how many? Let me up this now. Let me just do a little double check here. Where's Pacioretty? Patch, we're going to click on this. So Pacioretty, we'll say in 9 games now, because he does have 1 more. So in 9 games. So Bertuzzi in 11 games has 3 goals, 3 points, and is a -5. Pacioretty in 9 games has 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points, and is a +5. So he is already outperforming Tyler Bertuzzi. Now, I know Bertuzzi's on Chicago, but when Bertuzzi was here last year, I was not a fan, and you guys know, you were with us last year. I was harping on him all season long to get going. You told me, Sam, he's a playoff guy. He'll get going down the stretch. We waited to see it. And there was one stretch where he improved, but I think he was a horrible signing. Did not come with what we expected to see, and it was just very, very unfortunate. So happy that he's gone. Happy with Pacioretty here. He's doing good things, and I'm hoping we see those good things continue. So get on it, Patch. Real good signing there. Morgan wants to know who scored for the Leafs on the power play. Morgan, the one and only number 88, William Nylander. Nylander was your power play goal scorer. And that was important. It's an important goal. Now, coming into this third period, what do the Leafs have to do better? How do they have to improve? Well, they got to keep their feet moving. When they stand still, bad things happen. So get the feet going, get the feet moving. That's going to lead to some big improvements. Keep shooting the puck. In that period, they had 11 shots, right? They're pretty even with Minnesota, 23-21. You got to keep shooting the puck. How do you get good shots? Moving your feet. Keeping your feet going is going to lead to good shots. They got to watch the passing. Again, they're trying at times to get a little too fancy. We don't want to see them get fancy. We want to see them move that puck into the shooting lane, getting some good shooting opportunities. I think Bert was the Ryan O'Reilly syndrome. Yeah, I would agree there. Listen, Ryan O'Reilly, I expected big things from him too. I think he expected big things. I think there was a lot when Ryan O'Reilly came to this team that caught him off guard, and he did not play his style of hockey at all. But hey, I mean, look, he's in Nashville now. Had a good season last year. this year things just are not working out for the Predators whatsoever. It's disastrous what's going on in Nashville right now. We're gonna have them coming up on Thursday, the Preds and the Panthers, so we'll be able to get a first-hand look at what's going on in Nashville. But yikes, it's been tough. It has been very, very tough. But hey, if you're a Preds fan, the one thing to look at, they're second in the league in penalty kills, 91.2%. So that's something to be excited about for the Pred fans. But if we look at Ryan O'Reilly, in 11 games, he's doing all right. He's doing all right this year. 9 points in 11 games, 3 goals and 6 assists. He is a -3, however, but everybody on Nashville is pretty much a minus. There's, let's see, defenseman Mark Delgazio is a +1. Forward Zachary Leroux is a +1, and these guys haven't played very much hockey, 5 games, 6 games. Gustav Nyquist, he's played all 11. He's a +1, and that's it. Everybody else is a minus. So Nashville just really, 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 really struggling. Forsberg, though, 10 points in 11 games. Ryan O'Reilly, 9-11. Roman Josi, 7-11. Marchessault, 7-11. Brady Shea, 6-11. Steven Stamkos, 5-11. But they got to figure it out. They got to get it going. Raven, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you and Curtis are doing well. Having a good evening. The bright lights, big city critics of Toronto. I getcha. I gotcha. David, how's it going? Good to see you. All right. We're through 40 minutes. We're all tied up at once. Who is your prediction? Who's going to be the player that cracks the tie, whether it's a Leaf player or a Wild player? Who are you predicting scores the next goal? Pasta didn't play the third at all. Oh, Jared, he didn't play at all against the Kraken. Oh, is there a potential injury there with Pasta? Let's take a look into this. If Pasternak did not return, let's see, can we find any information here about David Pasternak? So the Bruins won. I'm just doing a little sweep here to see. I don't see anything that mentions. All right, I'll have to do some looking after the fact. I wonder, is there a potential Pasternak injury if he did not return for the third period? All right, I'll have to take a look into that. Colin, all right, let me scroll back here. Sharp is calling Nyes. Good pick. Lizard say Matthews with a third period hat trick. Well, Lizard, that would be awesome. Rich going with Robertson. Oh, man, Rich, I'll jump out of my chair if Nicky Robertson scores the next goal. Love that pick. BD says Lawrence is my go-to, just a dirty goal. A dirty goal. He went to the tunnel and came back to the bench. Didn't play at all. Interesting, Jared. All right, we'll have to listen tomorrow and see if anything comes out. Yoko says Tavares goal at the end. Oh, I like these picks. Nyes, Robertson, Lawrence, Tavares. Good picks. Though Tavares has been playing really good hockey in the last several games. Really, really impressed with JT. He's got to keep it going, but he has been great. Jared's calling Matthews with the game winner. Wouldn't that be good? You know, if Matthews can score, let him go out on a high, right? Let him put this one in, walk away, have a nice trip back to Toronto with that high. What up with the goalies? Talk about not calling penalties. I'm running out of things to clean. I'm so pissed. Raven, I love it. I'm running out of things to clean. That's so funny. Listen, Stellaris is playing well, but how many times does Stellaris have to be bumped and run into and knocked over when there's no goalie interference called? Every game, it feels like there are several times the goaltenders are being knocked around and the referees just aren't calling anything. The refs are extremely frustrating because Toronto sneezes on a goaltender and they're getting called. you know, poor Stolarz, game in and game out, is getting run into, knocked around. He's having conversations with the officials, and he is just not getting any calls. But you know what? I think that goes for being a player on the Maple Leafs. We see a lot of things that are just not being called, where if it goes the other way. A perfect example was the end of the game yesterday. Mitch Marner is standing at the side of the net. The play is nowhere near him. And here comes a player on St. Louis and just absolutely destroys Mitch Marner at the side. No call. That could have easily called roughing, interference, whatever you want. No call whatsoever. Matthews comes jumping into the rescue, and Matthews gets called for a penalty for roughing. But nothing on Marner being, you know, knocked out of his skates for being far away from the play. Sunday, I'm going to the Senators Bruins. Oh, nice. Jared, that's going to be huge. Allmark versus Swayman. That'll be a nice game to be at. That'll be a lot of fun, actually. All right, friends, it's just about time for period number 3. Let's get over to the game screen. Let's get ready to rock and roll. This one is going to be a close one. NHL refs are the worst. They just try to manage instead of calling the rules. Rich, that is such a great point you make. Manage versus calling the rules. You are 100% bang on.
Against it each of his last 2 starts.
All right,
didn't feel like
let's get in here. We wet the whistle. We're good to go. Time to play some hockey. We're going to a Leafs game in December. My Christmas gift to Curtis. Oh, Raven, that's awesome. How is Curtis doing? Is Curtis doing well? I hope he's doing well.
To build the confidence of his teammates.
All right, let's go.
Sean just showed the kind
Please send my regards.
The competitiveness, and I think it's a really healthy competition.
Third period coming up, 20 minutes on the clock. Remember, Minnesota still has time on the power play.
Make it difficult for Craig Berube.
Here we go, off the draw. Wild's going to win this one. They're going to back it up. 1:28 to go. Down in the corner, Minnesota's setting it up. Refs always picked on the Leafs ever since Bunting. Oh, yeah. But, and even before. Faber with this now. Faber going to carry this one up. He said, yeah, man. Awesome. Good to hear. Kaprizov dumping this one in. McCabe going to bank it off the boards. Nyes coming back up. Trying to bring this one through. Comes in the corner there. Little trip up there. McCabe goes down. Tanev gets taken down. Puck is loose. Going to come to the side. Minnesota throwing it back to the line. But it's brought in offside with 50 seconds remaining. Pasternak, he was benched by the coach. Oh, thank you, Sharp. So coach's decision for Pasternak getting benched. Wow, that's not something you see every day. So McCabe clearing off the visor. Face off just outside. Minnesota going to win another draw. Matthews, I don't know where you were going. Backing this one up, coming to the line. Kaprizov keeping it in. Hit Matthews' skate. Came right to Faber. Minnesota sending it across. Nobody there. Coming up, coming back to the line. They can't hold it in. Matthews bringing it out. It's going to hop away from him. Marner trying to get it. He plays this back. Timmins, a long pass up for Marner. That one gets knocked down by Eriksson Ek. They're going to play this one back to Faber. Faber going to set it up. Moving it ahead to Zuccarello. Zuccarello in, going around Timmins. Now around the net. Zuccarello still with it. Back to the line. Faber, cross ice. Broden doesn't shoot. Back to Faber. Faber, cross. They fan on it. Zuccarello fan on the shot. And this comes all the way out. 3 seconds. That's going to do it. Ekman-Larsson's power play is over. We're back at full strength. They killed off the 4 minutes, but here they come. Shot right on. Stolarz makes the save. David Kemp gives it to Timmins. He gets it to the line. Minnesota still with it. Toronto can't clear. Ekman-Larsson back on. Sending it around behind. Timmins stops it at the side of the net. Plays it to David Kemp. Kemp going to turn around behind the net. And he's going to give it away to Kaprizov. Not the guy you want to give it away to. And Ekman Larson going to grab this puck through the middle. He's going to get it ahead to Knives. Knives flipping it in the corner. Now he's going in here after it. Knives coming up with a hit that didn't really connect. Tavares playing it ahead to Nylander. He sends it around behind the net. McCabe up to keep it in. Willie, he can't control it, and he's going to chase this all the way back to the Leaf end of the ice. Let's go, Leafs. Let's get it going. Leo, what's going on? If you don't win the cup, you're not a success. Leo says they need to do it. They need to get it going. This is going to be an icing call. All right, let's fire it up for the Leafs. Let's see it in the chat. Go Leafs go. Flood the chat. Go Leafs go. If you're a channel member, drop the little Go Leafs go emoji if you don't want to type it out. But let's see the Go Leafs go flooding through here. Off the draw in the corner. Tanev going to play it around. Pacioretty going to chip this one out. It comes to the red line. Minnesota there to pick it up. Brian's going to start it off. Here it comes. And that's going to be an icing now against Minnesota. Dan bringing it in. All right, see, we caused an icing call. So now we're going to get a face-off in the Minnesota end of the ice.
The Maple Leafs in there 12.
Neutral. I love it. That's funny. But Toronto gets a face-off. Go Buds, go. Yeah, welcome in if you're just coming in, if you're joining us for our Go Leafs Go chant. Leafs have a draw in the Minnesota end of the ice. Tavares going to get waved out. Pacioretty. Nope. That was weird. They let Tavares back in the face-off circle. Stanley, how's it going? Lisa Marie, welcome in. Off the draw, Toronto going to play this back. Nylander with it. Nylander cycling around. He's going to play it to Ekman Larson. He shoots right in the chest. And a nice stop here. Good stop by Gustafson, but a nice play by the Leafs to get it going. Good play off the draw. Good play by Nylander to set that one up. Wow. So let's see. Do it again. Win the draw. Set it up. Leafs are starting to get good at this off the draw. Like the game that Nylander's playing here tonight. Again, the second line has been looking good. Tavares in to take the draw. He's going to win it, but it hits the linesman's skate, goes to the Minnesota player, and Minnesota going to ice this one again. So bring it all the way back. Let's do it again. Welcome in as you're joining us. Third period action here. 5-on-5. 3 minutes are gone. Leafs killed off the end of the Minnesota power play. Each team with one shot so far. 9 goals now for Nylander. Watching on my TV, I have to go on my phone to reply. There you go, Craigton. Minnesota off the draw, going to play this one up. They're going to turn around and look to get going. Lauko going to play it ahead. Toronto going to intercept. They're going to give it right back. Stellaris comes out to his net. He's going to play this one around. Comes over to Ekman Larson. He's going to get bumped. Playing it ahead, Tavares can't get it out, and again, Stellaris comes out to stop it. He's going to try the other side. Long pass up, and again, Minnesota steals it in the neutral zone. Not a good shift here for this second line. They're going to dump it in around the sideboards. Look out, Robertson going to get bumped off the puck. Tavares is in there. He hasn't switched yet. Bobby McMahon peels it away and gives it away. Minnesota bringing it right back in. Minnesota, Broden with a shot. That's going to be steered aside. Riley going to play this one up. Here comes Toronto. Domi flipping it in the corner. McMahon and Robertson going in deep. Robertson hit Spurgeon, but he couldn't come up with the puck. Everyone hustling to get back. Here comes Minnesota, stopping over the line. They got numbers. Here's a long shot looking for a deflection. And again, Stellaris gets bumped in front. Toronto going to pull this one back. Domi at the line. He's getting worked over pretty good by Marcus Foligno. Nick Robertson going to peel it out of his skates, putting it into the neutral zone. The Wild setting it right back in, dumping this one in. And here comes Toronto as they pick up the loose puck. They're going to move. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. 1 subscriber away from 19. We're 6 subs away from 825. Here's McCabe with a shot. That one's going to go wide. Toronto can't control it. Minnesota setting it down. Stellaris out of his net again. He's going to play this off with Johansson right there. Very dangerous. Dan, hope you're doing well, my friend. Pass over to Nylander. Nylander going to back this one in. Funneling it into the corner. David Kampf going in here hard after it. Nylander can't intercept. Steven Lorentz up on the boards to trap it in. Minnesota now goes to the far side of the ice. They're going to play this one up. Here comes Soda. They're going to work this one. Middleton up. He's going to play it into the middle of the ice. Minnesota, great passing. This one finally going to get knocked down. Oh my gosh. Toronto goes for the body, not the puck. McCabe going to play this up. Lorentz trying to fish it out. Finally, that puck does come out. Everybody's making changes. Brock Faber going to hang on to this one and slow this one down. Here's a long pass. Minnesota going to deflect this one into the Leaf zone. Riley going to tip this one around behind the net. Ekman-Larsson going to move it up. Here comes Matthews. Matthews checked from behind. He's got to slow up and spin away to create some space. Dumping this one down. Here's Nice. He can't control it. Matthews, he's going to steal it and knock it down, but right back to Spurgeon. And there's a big hit by Timmins, an open ice hit. And they play it in. Here comes Marner trying to cut through the middle. Shoot the puck. Come on, Mitch. Shoot the puck. Minnesota on the far side, going to dump it in past Ekman-Larsson. Stolarz setting it up there. Riley off the boards, putting it up to Matty Nyes. Nyes to the red line, going to dump this one in. He's going to continue to chase. Mitch Marner coming in as well. He's being watched by Kaprizov. Minnesota going to work it back. Here they come. Flying up, nice back check there. Marner a little stick lift, able to steal it away, but only delayed the inevitable as Middleton sends it back into the Leaf zone. Over to Bobby McMahon, who sends it for Domi. Domi overskated the puck. Minnesota taking a long shot. It's deflected going around behind. Picked up by Tanev. Now to McCabe. McCabe going to play this ahead. Here's Nick Robertson, a little backhand pass to Domi, and Domi gives it away. Robertson was trying to feed Bobby McMahon, but Domi picked it up. And Stolarz coming out to stop it, and he played this one down the ice. Too many men on the ice. Should have been the call from Minnesota. It goes undetected. Back the other way. Minnesota coming right back in. Swinging this in front, looking for a tip. It's not there. Toronto going to get that loose puck. Domi trying to play across. It's knocked down. Minnesota in their own zone, going D to D. 12:45 to go here in the third period. It's a 1-1 game. Refs can't count. Refs can't do a lot. Pacioretty taking it all the way back and cycle it away from Foligno. Timmins trying to get up on it. Robertson trying to get up on it. The shot's going to go high and wide. Domi going to chip this one out to Robertson. Robertson playing it off the boards for Pacioretty. Here comes Pacioretty. Takes a shot. Nice save by Gustafsson. Minnesota back the other way again, right by the bench. So Minnesota, a nice job. Here comes Kaprizov. Kaprizov up over the line. The ref says no offside. Ekman-Larsson and Kaprizov meet and exchange hits. Tavares getting in there. It's going to come to Pacioretty. He's going to bank this one high off the boards. Going to drop for Willie. Willie going to bring this one in. Willie dropping it back. Here's Riley. Riley going into the corner with nowhere to go. Sends it for Nylander, but misses him by a mile. Kaprizov got to back this one up. Tavares in there on the forecheck. Now it comes to Kaprizov. He's got room. Up over the line. Goes cross ice. Minnesota to the trailer. Here's a shot. And everybody's looking around for it. It hit somebody and went up and out of play. Where's the first line offense? Dennis, when you find it, let me know because we're trying to track it down. William, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, the first line offense is somewhat missing right now. Marner needs to shoot the puck. Matthews is almost non-existent. Matthew Nyes is the shining star on that top line right now. But Marner needs to shoot the puck more. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. You're just in time for a wild finish here. 11 and a half minutes to go in period number 3. Thanks for tuning in. As you're coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We're on our way to 200 likes. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe. We're 4 subs away from 825. At 850, we're going to announce our 25,000 subscriber giveaway. So make sure you hit that subscribe. Welcome in, Jim. Good to see you. Anthony, hello there. Hope you're doing well. William, I am fantastic. I'm doing really, really good. So happy with hockey back over the last month. Oh, so exciting. Minnesota North Stars are good at closing the gaps when the Leafs get in the zone. That's why they're called, right? The North Stars. Remember the North Stars back in the day? Mike Modano, So many highlights with Mike Modano, not only offensively, but so many bloopers. Remember when Mike Modano's belt on his pants broke and his hockey pants were falling down and he was pulling them up during the shift? There's another time, was it Mike Modano? He was knocked down and they had to be stretchered off, and they were trying to put the stretcher in the ambulance and they dropped him on the board kind of sideways. Poor Mike Modano makes the highlight reels and the blooper reels all in one. But yeah, man, the North Stars, what a great tradition. It's too bad with all the relocations and the movement and how Dallas became the Stars. It would have been great when Minnesota came if they became the North Stars again. But I understand with ownership rights and whatnot, can't do it. Marner needing to shoot more can be said every game, but wants Matthews money. He sure does. Sure does. All right, here we go. Back from commercial break. 11 and a half to go. Shots are 25-23. Minnesota really has been the better team in this third period. Here's Toronto going to play this one up. Nice. Now going to play it back. Cross ice to Tanev. Spoopy, how's it going? Going to dump this in. Nyes going in hard on Faber. Going to take him into the boards. Marner centering it in front. Matthews was late getting up in the play. Here comes Minnesota. Matthews racing to get back. Minnesota, Johansson going to play this up. McCabe is going to pick it up. Matthews coming back, going to play it ahead. Nyes can't get it. Too far out of his reach. This back around. Here's Matthews with it. Matthews going to flip this up. It just catches the top of the glass and going to go down in the corner. Spoopy, hello there. What's going on? Yeah, I don't mind the Wild name, but when they're wearing these retro jerseys with the yellow and green of the old North Stars, I kind of wish they were still the North Stars. In the corner, Toronto doing a nice job tying up the Minnesota player. Tavares playing a good job, a good game at both ends of the ice. Going to come to Nylander. He's going to knock this across. Nyes at the end of a shift. Going to dump this one in. Tavares up in after it, trying to send it around for Nylander. Tavares gets knocked down. Minnesota now on the move, far side of the ice. Going to play this one in. They're running in on it. Gaudreau going to chip it away from Timmins. Behind the net, there's a little collision. Marcus Foligno, he comes away with the puck. Foligno cycles it around, back to the line. Chisholm in the middle. Here's a long shot looking for a redirect. That one doesn't come. Toronto going to flip this one up, and it's going to come all the way down the ice. It does not touch the tender, so that's going to be an icing on the Maple Leafs. Chuck, what's going on? Welcome in. Much nicer green. Yeah, Brian, they did a really nice job. Now, I don't know who it is that develops and creates a lot of these designs for the jerseys, but they've been spot on. There's been a lot of nice jerseys that we've seen as of late. Going back to, the Kraken, these retro jerseys, of course, the Utah ones. Even though it just says Utah, it looks really nice. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Appreciate it. Back to the line. Here's a long shot. That one sails high. Drops down right in front. Stellaris. One stop, two stop. Kaprizov goes upstairs. Stellaris pops up again, makes another save. And again, he's got no stick. Here's a shot from the point. Stellaris is flopping all over the place. He retrieves the stick. Kaprizov with it. Trying to go back door. It bounces in front. Benoit looking at the official. Minnesota playing this one back. Big battle in front of the net. Benoit really getting into it with Rossi. We've seen them going all game. They're bringing this one back around. Travis, how's it going? Here they come again, trying to feed this one through. Brad refuses to re-sign Marner. Could there be a possible trade? Yes. Oh, I hope so. Travis, the problem is he's got that no move clause. Laurent's going to flip this one in. He's going to take a high shot. Gustafson playing this one around. And so the problem is if they can't re-sign Marner, hopefully Marner agrees to a trade somewhere. You don't want to lose Marner for nothing at the end of the season. I think the Blackhawks have that. Kevin, they do have a really nice jersey. All right, the hands are coming up. The wave is going. Hey! Trying to bring this one in. The Wild with it in the Leaf zone. Cycling around. Picked up here by Domi. Domi is going to carry this one all the way in. Domi, he's going. Robertson charging towards the net. Shot and a nice stop. A big, juicy rebound. Minnesota going to get this one out. Back up to Robertson. Robertson, he's going to reach back. He's going to play it over to McCabe. McCabe taking a look. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. If you're just coming in, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show. Here's McCabe putting it over. Here's McMahon, makes a nice move. He's still going. He's going to shoot this one. It goes wide of the net. Minnesota going to pick it up, and on the move right away is Chisholm. Going to play this ahead to Lauko, bringing it in. Here's a quick shot. That one's going to go just wide. Boldy had his sights going. He was hungry. This is going to get knocked down. Tanev is going to pick it up. Tanev off the boards. Out to the Minnesota line, but the Wild turning it right back. And again, Eriksson Ek is going to play this one into the Leaf zone. McCabe with it. He's going to fling it along the boards. Again, Wild grabbing it at the red line, bringing it right back in. Flying in here is Broden, sending it around. McCabe has to go in. Matthews trying to move up. It's going to be knocked down by Nyes. Minnesota controls. Now it's stolen here. Pass trying to come to Matthews. It's intercepted again. Wild dropping it back. Here's a shot from the faceoff dot. And it's knocked down in front. They're going to play it over to Stolarz to hang on to it with Boldy right in front of the net. This line was in trouble, but it's knocked down. Some good saves. And they're going to go to commercial break. Matthews is on pace for 40 goals. Dennis, if he ends the season with 40, 45 goals, I still think it's a successful season. Sure, we'd love to see him get 50, 60. It's just not going to happen this year, right? You can't do that every year. 40-goal season, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I would be more than happy if he pulled that one out. Absolutely would be happy. But we'll see. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much again for being here. Just a reminder to hit that thumbs up. Keep those likes coming. Keep those thumbs moving. And, of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe. For $13 million? No, I wouldn't sign Marner for $13 million. No way. Oh, Matthews, you mean? Yeah, you know what, Dennis? If he's doing other things for $13 million, yeah, I mean, you can't expect the guy to get 60 goals and win the Rocket Richard every single year. If he's coming back and he's playing solid defensive hockey, if he's preventing goals, and if he's picking up assists and making plays, if he's making the team better as a whole, I'm fine with it. Now, if he's doing nothing and he's not scoring, then it's a problem. But right now, he is getting involved defensively. He is doing some good things. It's not your money. Why do you care? Victor, we care because spending all the money on one player means we can't have a better team, right? If Matthews was making, 10 million instead of 13 and Marner was making 8 instead of 10, if everybody was taking 2 million less, we'd have more money to spend on goaltending, more money to spend on defense, more money to spend on depth. So that's why we care. We care because we want Toronto to spend their money wisely on good players. And Marner is a great player. He is a great player. But I think he does a lot more than just score goals. They're all overpaid. Dan, I agree. Every league is overpaid. All right, we are back. Let's go. 6:57 to go. Toronto going to bring this down into the Minnesota zone. Puck is bouncing everywhere. They're going to send it around behind the net. Kucherov, McDavid, and McKinnon for $13 million, yes, but not Matthews. Well, interesting. Interesting. This being flipped down into the corner. Riley trying to pick this one up. He's being checked heavily here by Foligno. Puck going to come out, Minnesota. Here's a shot, and that one's knocked down in front. Pacioretty going to clear this one out and down the ice. Does it have enough for icing? No, it does not. All right, Minnesota in their own end. Here comes Spurgeon. Spurgeon passing it up, going to be tipped over the Toronto defense. Hops right on the net, and Toronto's got to play it across. Minnesota has had 10, make that 11 shots in this period. Toronto, only 3 shots in this period. It's been all Minnesota. The Wild bringing it right back in here again. Another shot, Stolarz making the save. This coming around, Minnesota trying to send it around behind the net. They do. Marcus Johansson going to send it around again. Toronto just continues to be trapped, pinned in their own end. Timmins trying to get up on his man, Eriksson Ek. And Eriksson Ek winning that battle. Comes to the side of the net. Timmins with a quick stick gets in there as well. They're digging at the side, trying to feed this one through. Eriksson Ek, Timmins battling. Matthews in there looking as well. And Eriksson Ek takes it away from both Leaf players, sends it around to the far side to Faber, whose shot gets knocked down. Here comes Matty Nyes. He's going to hit the red line. He's going to flip this one in the corner, and Nyes going to chase this one down. Nyes gets there first. Nye battling, and finally it's Johansson coming around to take it away from him as the third line for the Maple Leafs coming on with 5:10 left to go. Tori, how's it going? Toronto Domi pinning Minnesota back. Minnesota waiting for a line change. Waiting for a line change to settle. Now here we go. Blended, what's going on? This one being dumped all the way down the ice. In the corner. Trying to get up there. Minnesota again ripping it around, playing the perimeter. Here's Kaprizov. Kaprizov with it, putting it out in front. Domi going to intercept. He's going to play it around. McCabe's going to stop it, going back to Tanev. Tanev working it up. Minnesota is working real fast right now. Toronto's having a problem with this speed. It's taken away by Willie. Nylander, your goal scorer for the Maple Leafs. Flipping this one down in the corner. David Kemp. He can't come up with it. David Kemp loses his man, and here comes Minnesota. Minnesota working this one all the way down, dropping it off. Rossi playing it across. Minnesota in the high slot, coming around. Here's a shot. Nice stop there by Stolarz. Picked up by Nylander. Nylander is going to play it ahead. Here comes Lorentz. Lorentz, he's got a lane. He shoots. Gustafson's going to make the save as David Kemp comes speeding in. So again, Kemp and Lorentz playing here with William Nylander as the tough guy takes a seat. But Lorentz and Nylander playing well with Reeves on the bench. This is what happens when you play a team that's on rest. The Leafs played last night. Yeah, Blended. They had a tough game last night. It's their back-to-back. It's their second on a back-to-back. They are getting tough. Real tough. Okay, what's going on? Who won? The game's not over yet. 3:58, under 4 minutes to go. And we are all squared away, tied at ones. $10 million a year for Matthews is a joke. Yeah, listen, no way Matthews was going to take 10 mil. You have to look, Matthews is a top 5 player in this league. And the top 5 players are all making 12, 13 million. Of course, with the Draisaitl signing with Edmonton is crazy. He'll be your top player next year. But, the price is right for Matthews. He's a top 5 player in the league, hands down. He's having a tough start. He'll get going. But right now, he's struggling in a lot of areas of this game. But have faith. Have faith, absolutely. And that's the other thing. That's right. Look what happened with Stamkos. Now, I'm not comparing Stamkos to Matthews in the sake of where they are in their careers. But Tampa Bay said to Stamkos, hey, we'd love to have you, but we're only giving you, $3 million or $4 million? Stamkos very politely said, up yours, Tampa Bay. And he went and signed for a lot of money in Nashville because he still is a valued player. So if Toronto was to lowball Matthews, he never would have stayed. And especially with what Tavares and Marner and Nylander are all getting paid, you knew he was going to be up there. So I'm fine with it. I can't remember being happy with 10-cent an hour raise back in 72. 10-cent raise, wow. Okay, here we go. Off the draw. Minnesota's going to win this one. We're under 4 minutes to go now. Under 4 minutes to go. Ekman Larson going to take, he stripped it away for a minute. Minnesota taking it right back. This coming around in the corner. Matthews is there, playing it up to Nylander. Nylander is going to flip this one out. Toronto needs to get some shots. 69 shot attempts for Minnesota, only 45 for Toronto. Toronto not shooting the puck nearly enough in the back half of this game. Here comes Marner. Marner, little pass across. He intended for Nyes. Matthews got a stick on it, knocked it down, they turned it over. Here comes Matthews. He's going to play this one up. Here's Riley. Riley coming in, going to cycle it back in the corner. Matthews can't get that pass. It's there. Still putting it in front for Matty Nyes. Nyes feeding it back to the point for Tanev. Tanev flipping it in the corner. Pacioretty trying to get it, but he's all tied up. Refs don't call anything. Sliding this back down. Now over to Tanev. Tanev putting it back across. Here's a shot by Timmins, and that's going high. 91 miles an hour from Timmins. Back over to Timmins again. Dean, how's it going? Go Wild. In the corner. Gustafson playing well. Middleton up on his man. Comes to the line. Over to Tanev. Tanev He's going to feed this back. Somebody shoot. Timmins does. It's knocked down in front. It's gobbled up here by Boldy. And here it comes, the Minnesota Wild up over the zone. Little drop pass back. Here's a shot. And a nice save by Stolars. Stoli, the goalie, coming up big. Welcome in if you're joining us for the last few minutes of this hockey game. Thank you for being here. Do us a favor. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you're enjoying our coverage, hit that subscribe. We're going to be here tomorrow night again. It's Amazon Prime night. We got the New Jersey Devils and the Edmonton Oilers. We'll be here all season long. We'd love for you to join us and hang out. We need 3 subscribers to get to 825. Just 3. So make sure to hit that subscribe. All right, 2:28 to go. 1-1 face-off in the Leafs zone. Leafs going to come away with the puck. Benoit putting it behind, but nobody saw it except Kaprizov. McCabe takes it away from him. Marner is starting to break. He wants it. McCabe can't get him the puck, and McCabe gets offended and taken down. Here comes Minnesota. A little toe drag. Great defensive play by Mitch Marner. Comes back over to McCabe. McCabe, far side. Going to play this up to Domi. Domi gets stick checked from behind. Marner picked up the puck and put it into the Wild zone. 2 minutes to go now. Wild, long pass up, and it comes right to Timmins. Timmins turning around. He's going to cycle. Being watched very closely here by Marco Rossi. Rossi playing a good game tonight. Up to Tavares. The ex-captain going to dump this one in, and he's going to chase it up. Tavares going into the corner. So is Pacioretty, but Minnesota going to work it out. And here they come, the Wild, flipping it in the corner, rushing in hard after this one. Trying to come up on it was Gaudreau. It's taken away by Riley. Riley to Pacioretty, off the boards, and John Tavares, the end of his shift, is going to chip it in the corner. Broden has it in his skates. Pacioretty, and Nylander comes right to Tavares in the slot. It was in his skates. He couldn't pull the trigger. Minnesota back the other way. 1:10 to go. Here's Ekman Larson. Going to spin this around. Matthews, look out, Matthews. It's in your feet. And he gives it away. Oh, my God. Disaster for Austin Matthews. He gets back, and he gives it away again, Matthews. And a shot, that one's going to go just wide. Nylander going to swipe at this one, sending it all the way down. No icing call. 50 seconds to go. Boldy back with it. Holy moly, let's go. Thank you for that subscribe. 2 subscribers away. Make sure to hit that subscribe. In the corner, McCabe goes down hard. Puck is bouncing around right there in the slot. Nye's going to chip it to the corner. Here's a shot through, and that's going to go to the far side. Marner going to pick it up. Marner's going. He had Nye's breaking, but he couldn't get him the puck. Instead, he flips this one deep. 24 seconds to go. Minnesota turning around. Here comes Kaprizov. He's going to play this one up. Domi trying to get back. Domi going up on his man. Back to Kaprizov. To Middleton. Middleton shoots. That's blocked by Tavares. In the corner. The referee takes a huge spill behind the net. The referee is slow to get up. He's fixing his bucket. And the horn is going to go. This one is going to overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, overtime.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
There it is. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. 826. Much appreciated. The highlight of that last series of play was the referee taking a huge spill behind the net. They're going to go to a commercial break, but we are going to overtime. Get your predictions in. Put them in, put them in, put them in. Who are your picks? Who are you taking to score the overtime goal? Let's see it. Let's see it. Who are you taking? For me, I'm going Matthew Knies for Toronto, and I'm going Kaprizov, Minnesota. Knies for Toronto, Kaprizov, Minnesota. Those are my picks. Minnesota will score when Matthews is on the ice. Peter, that seems to be a tradition. Matthews has not been good in overtime. Beverly's calling Willie. Victor says Matthews. Rich is going with Nicky Robertson. Rich, I don't even know if Robertson will see the ice in overtime. McCabe with the OT. Dallas is going McCabe. All right.
It was a great moment back in November.
Love it. We got lots of
last
picks in
year.
Tavares. Peter's going Tavares.
Here right now, you know, that was
Jay's
a
going
tough
with
period
Cap.
on
Another
the
pick for
defending
Matthews.
line.
Another
You go
Willie.
back to back there. There's
Another
players
JT. All
get
right.
energy going on offense, and when you dart in
Lorenz
trying
for
to make
Toronto and
plays, that
Zuccarello.
was a
Tori.
tough period
Zuccarello is a
defensively
great
for
pick.
all involved
Great pick.
as the Minnesota Wild had the majority of
Zuccarello is
the
one of
play
those
on
guys.
offensive
Oh
zone.
my gosh, he is outstanding.
Alrighty,
Alrighty, 5 minutes on the clock. Chris is going with Domi. All right, Matthews, remember the last overtime. Matthews, a big blunder. Sir Gods, what's going on? Welcome in. Matthews had a huge blunder and cost the game. Tyler is going Riley for the Leafs. Ooh, I like that pick. That's a good one too. Let's see if they can actually control it this time. Willie for Toronto. Middlestad. Travis is going with Middlestad. He's had a very quiet, good game. Stanley says Willie. All right. We're starting off with Marner, Matthews, and Riley. Charlie's going with Nyes. Like that pick. I'm with you there. Kaprizov, Eriksson, Ek, and Brodin for Minnesota. 5 minutes is on the board. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Off the draw, Minnesota's going to win it. First pick. Minnesota's going to start with it. Kaprizov going to play this one around. Brodin going to move it ahead. Eriksson Ek going to now pass this across. Here comes Minnesota into the Leaf zone. Looking to set it up. Kaprizov going to work back by the blue line. Long pass up. Kaprizov gets it back, sending it to Eriksson Ek, who's going to back this one up like a Tonka truck. Setting it up in his zone. Minnesota, quick change. Kaprizov stays on. He's going to cut around Matthews. Kaprizov in. He's going to feed it through. Loose puck. Picked up here by Marner. Marner, go. Matthews, get off the ice. They stay on. Riley cutting through. Marner going down. Turning around. Marner going to flip this one back to Riley. Marner and Matthews hopping off. On comes Nylander. I can't see who that is on the far side. Looks like Tavares. Nylander, it's Domi, excuse me, Nylander and Domi. Domi dropping it for Willie. Willie cutting through the middle, and he gives it away. Nylander tried to make a fancy play, gives it away. Here comes Minnesota. They're going to play it back, and they're going to set this one up. Chris coming in with that subscribe. Thank you, Chris. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are 3 subs away now from 8:30. At 8:50, we announce our 25K giveaway. So keep that sub train rolling. Minnesota backing it up yet again. 3:20 to go. Here comes Faber. Faber going around Domi. Faber coming in, deking through the middle. Faber goes through. He's got Rossi with him. Rossi with the puck now. He's going to back this one up. Pacioretty on. Domi kind of tells the bench, hold it. He says, stop right there. Thank you very much. Here comes Spurgeon. Spurgeon putting this one across, dropping it back. Domi turns around. Rossi fans on it. Domi going to chip it ahead. It's a race. Domi can't get there in time. Minnesota sending it. It's a 2-1-0. Minnesota coming in. They score. Toronto chips it ahead. They race for the puck, but they couldn't get it. Minnesota sends it right back. A 2-0. And they beat Stellars for the overtime win. Minnesota, heads up play. Oh my goodness. Stellars has to face a 2-0. Brian B coming in with that subscribe. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. 1 sub away. If you haven't subbed up yet, smash that subscribe. Oh, what a finish. Chris coming in with that subscribe. Unbelievable. Domi tried to get there. Spurgeon with a heads-up play, feeding it all the way back. Toronto was caught. McCabe and Pacioretty nowhere to be found. And Matt Boldy gets the goal from Rossi and Spurgeon. Oh, my goodness. Great play by Minnesota. Heads-up play to send that all the way down. All right, let's break it down. This one is in the books. Minnesota pulls out the W in overtime, but hey, at least Toronto comes away with a single. They pick up the single point. We'll take it, I guess. All in all, your goal scorers, Ryan Hartman is third from Goudreau and Spurgeon. Nylander, his ninth from Matthews and Marner. And then just moments ago in overtime, it's Matt Boldy from Rossi and Spurgeon to put this one away. It was a great game. Overall shots, 28 for Toronto, 33 for Minnesota. Face-offs, Toronto takes the W there, 51.1%. Toronto goes 1 for 2 on the power play. Finally, Minnesota goes 0 for 3. 30 hits for the Leafs, 22 for Minnesota. 24 block shots for the Leafs, 8 for Minnesota. 10 giveaways for Toronto, a much better number there. 15 giveaways for Minnesota. Overall, the first period was a wonderful period. Fast-paced action, back and forth. Of course, Minnesota opened it up, and with a minute left in that first period, Nylander scored to tie it. The second period, it was back and forth. Each team had chances. Shots were equal, 11-10. The third period, it was all Minnesota. Minnesota dominated that third period. They also dominated the shots 11-5. In overtime, Toronto did not get a shot on net. Minnesota had the one, and it was a good one. It scored. We thought there was a chance Domi was going to break through, but he couldn't capitalize, and Minnesota made a good play, turning it back around. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us and watching. We appreciate it. This was a fun game. Thank you so much for the super chats and the gifted membership. Euresis for the gifted membership. AAU Triton, Beverly, and I Can Prep. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Much appreciated the support all night long. Bruins going to... Jay, we'll see. Boston is coming up on Tuesday, but next stop tomorrow night, Amazon Prime night, we'll be here. The Edmonton Oilers and New Jersey Devils. That's going to be a fun one. Tuesday, the Boston Bruins and these Maple Leafs. Oh, goodness. It's going to be a wild ride. And, of course, Thursday is going to be a fun one as well. We're going to be doing the Florida Panthers and the Nashville Predators. Thanks to the moderators for hanging around with us. Appreciate all your hard work. Thank you, mods. Thank you, all of our channel members, for investing in us the way you do. Thank you to our partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers. If you're not following them, check them out as they're bringing you all the magic, merch, and food from the theme parks around the Florida area. And last but not least, thank you to all of our new subscribers who have tuned in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and are just supporting our stream and sharing us out. So thank you all so much. Jay, you are very welcome. I may give you crap, but honest, you have one of the best channels out there. Jay, that means so much. We love having you. We love having everybody. We love the trash talking. All we ask is you keep it respectful and have some fun. We do have some younger viewers watching, so we want to keep it very friendly. Dan, we keep that out of the chat. So let's keep that out of the chat. Doesn't belong here. It's not hockey related. Don't want to see it. But hey, thank you for being here. You vote for who you want to vote for Tuesday in the U.S. If you're in the U.S., just make sure and go out and vote. But all we ask is you keep it out of our channel. So thanks for being a fan. Thanks for watching along with us. And we will see you tomorrow night, 8:30 start. It's a bit later. Take care. Have a good sleep. Have a good start to your week. And remember, hockey is always just a few hours away. Take care, everybody, and go Leafs, go.